Right, we are live. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the Kiwi Lads channel. We had a slight delay here. My cat ended up getting his claws stuck in my chair, so I had to help him out of that. But we are here for this live stream of the match between the Western Province and the GRIQUAS. This one, there is a lot on the line here for the GRIQUAS. They need to make sure that they can get this win if they want any chance of making it to the semi-final. But it's going to be a very exciting finish to this competition that has been very close throughout. And this game could also be a very close one, but I hope you are all doing well. It's currently 11:30 p.m. here in New Zealand, but didn't want to miss another game of the Currie Cup. So we are here for this one. We have got in the chat, we have got Cheer from Smithy Toilet also, who will win, says Anton. I think Western Province are slightly the favourites, but the GRIQUAS, they are right up there in terms of the points as well. So it will be very tough to decide exactly who is going to be able to get this win. I will actually show the table for you guys who are all here. There we go. That is the table as it sits. So far, the GRIQUAS are just that little bit outside of the top four for the semi-final. But the Western Province, if they win this game, they are all but secure in that semi-final. So it's going to be interesting to see whether or not they are going to be able to get this win. But it's a very important game, that is sure. We have got GRIQUAS, hopefully GRIQUAS. I believe I have pronounced that maybe correctly. GRIQUAS is going to win. Have a friend in the team, Gideon van der Merwe as well, number 6, and that is pretty awesome that you do know a lot of players, or one of the players at least. And we have got Western Province by 17 from Eddie, also Western Province by 20. And we have got Novmum have said, how are you getting on with lockdown, Kiwi Lads? I'm getting my first COVID jab tomorrow as well, says Novmum. At this stage, I don't think it's really changed too much for me in terms of what I normally do throughout the day. It is still pretty much just editing and then also live streaming. So I haven't had too much of the kind of getting stuck in the same spot as I am normally sitting here throughout the day. But hopefully everyone else who is in lockdown at the moment, we are in lockdown level 4 till Tuesday. And then from there, we will have to wait and see whether or not we get to go back to either level 3, or maybe we will still end up being in lockdown for just a little bit longer. But at this stage, we are looking like we're very close to the kickoff. It is going to be Stefan Willemse getting his 50th appearance for the GRIQUAS in this game. What a way to bring it up as well if he is going to be able to get a win for his side 2 minutes later. So says Brandon. Yeah, my cat ended up deciding that he wanted to claw a chair and wasn't quite able to get out there. And we have also got there 1 minute late Hamish, unacceptable brother as well. Says Johnny Vase. Yeah, I think that's almost one of the first times we've been late in a very long time. Which is, I guess, a good thing and a bad thing at the same time, because of the fact that it doesn't happen too often. We have got Luke has also said, hey, mate, and also Retallic or Matfield, who's the better player, says Smithy Toilet. That was the argument last night, or in terms of the discussion of who was the better one. I think I said Retallic only because of the fact that I know him a lot more than Matfield. But do let me know your opinion on that one as well. And we have got DG on Plants versus OMB Battle for Naperville in Isgo to be done by tomorrow. Unfortunately, it's still only around 23% done at this stage. But yeah, hopefully it does end up getting downloaded in not too much longer. But I will quickly get up the lineups as well, so I can see exactly who is on each of these sides. I know the Western Province side a little bit better than I know the GRIQUAS, and we have got Retallic edges it, as well as Smithy Toy, and 33 points to 32 is the prediction from Brandon. That's the thing. At this stage, these games are all very close in the Currie Cup. We've seen a couple times where even the GRIQUAS, I believe they had a 44-44 draw, and then the Western Province, they have had a 40-40 draw. So all of these sides have very close matches. It's going to be interesting to see who can get this one, because whoever wins this game could possibly secure themselves a spot in that semi-final. It's going to be pretty tough to see who is going to be able to get it. We have got good afternoon as well, says Jared Haas. Of course, it will be 1:30 p.m. there in South Africa, if I'm not wrong with that time. But at this stage, Stuart Berry is going to be the referee. We are only moments away from the kickoff. And in this one, it is the GRIQUAS taking on, it will be the Western Province. I will quickly write out the scoreboard, because we are going to be going with the manual scoreboard for this live stream rather than the one that we normally have online, because it is a little bit too speedy at times, and it does end up having the tries before we actually get to see them. There we go. We'll put this one up. That is the whistle, and this game between the two sides is going to be underway. Kicking off is the Western Province. It looks very dry there. Of course, it is at Carling Park, I believe, is the name, but just outside of the 22 now will be the GRIQUAS, who have got this ball in hand. And that is one thing that they will have to make sure that they do well, and that is start this match with maybe a try within the first 10 minutes or so, just to really get them some points, because bonus points as well is very important. And it is going to be Kate Tai into this guy, going to be taken nicely by the fullback for the Western Province, passes it across field into the hands of, I believe it is not Ruan Stenkamp. It is actually Diamani who did have that carry, but now Edward van der Merwe, he always makes meters when he gets the ball in hand. 45 out now for the Western Province. Going to use the back line here. Going to be across the swill. Little kick in behind from Peterson. going for possibly a 50-22, although that does not actually, that's just going to keep on going, and it is going to be now going right back to where Sergio Peterson kicked that one from. I can't see you as well, says Brandon. It's strange. Can everyone else see me at the moment? Do let me know. And we have got Struggling to Stay Alive right now. It's 9:30 p.m. here, as well, says Luke. Yeah, so that will be in Australia, if I'm not wrong. What part of Australia are you from again, Luke? I think you have mentioned in the past, but I always, unfortunately, end up forgetting in terms of the locations we have also got there. What is a Griqua? I believe it is some sort of either deer / kind of pronghorn, I think is the right word, maybe, for it. Is it a type of goat? As Johnny Blazer said, I can see you as well, says Novan. So hopefully we are still running smoothly, and it is just Brandon's that is playing up a little bit. And we have got Kimberly as well. Says Gerard Haas. I still struggle to say your name. I am sorry about that. The Packs weight, they have got some very big forwards for both of these sides, the Griquas and the Western Province here, Sydney as well, says Luke. Yeah, so you guys have been in lockdown for a very long time. And have you had any news in terms of whether or not there is at any stage going to be kind of a lighter lockdown, or are we just well and truly going to be kind of locked in for the next? Because I know it's looking like late October or something, I think I read somewhere. And Sergio Peterson is that guy who used to play for the Springboks, I believe it is. Sergio Peterson, he is playing on the right wing for this match between these two sides. He is actually the man in my thumbnail, I believe, if I'm not wrong, that I did put him in. And we have got no problem as well, says Gerardas. I'll get it by the end of it. I'm sure I will. And we have got there Western Sydney, Dooney 67. As well, says Johnny Blaze. I'm not too sure what that means. But at this stage now, they are going to be taking a kick for the post here. Tim Swill will be the man who will be in charge of it. About 38 metres out, straight out in front. And it would give the Western Province a lead in this match if he can convert. We had 800 something cases today. Yeah, see that's not going out of lockdown anytime soon. I wouldn't think, unfortunately. Hopefully it does start going down, but it seems to just keep on ramping up at this stage for Sydney. Because of course I did hear the news as well that South Africa have said at this stage they aren't planning on going to going to Australia when they were scheduled to, but they are still keen to take part in wherever they end up for the Rugby Championship. Good strike from Tim Swill straight down the middle. And now it is going to be 3-0 to the Western Province early on in this matchup. If the Western Province get this win, they almost secure themselves a spot in that semi-final because of the point standings at the moment. We have got Western Province sitting in fourth at the moment on 30 points. So a win here with a bonus point as well would actually push them up to 35. And then if that was the case, no one would be able to catch them. So the Western Province will have to make sure that they win this one comfortably if they do want a chance of being in those semi-final matchups that's so close at the moment between the sides. Go on then. The cat is coming up. I think this is the first time Billy's been on a live stream in an extremely long time. If you do have access to that Billy emoji, be sure to put it in the chat. But now it is going to be kicked downfield from the Western Province inside of 22. G'day, how's it going? At this stage, he has been able to kick that into touch. And now it will be the line out for the Griquas. We have got Gabriel Smith. They said Griquas as well, and you're in lockdown because of us. Sorry, says Luke. It's no worries, mate. I don't think we're blaming you directly or anything like that. I have a friend, Gideon Van der Merwe as well, in the Griquas is the number 6. He says, you have to be careful not to keep your head up too long or else you end up falling over backwards, mate. At this stage now, it is going to be the line-out throw for Van Rooyen. They've decided to go for a bit of a set play there and just inside of the 22 now, the Griquas. Going to be passing it across field. It's going to be the number 5 almost. It is the man who is having 50 caps in this matchup, Willemse. I'm looking around for that number 6 now, seeing whether or not we're going to get to see Gideon Van der Merwe with the ball very soon, or Van der Merwe, sorry. It will be Rohan Stenkamp offloading it back into the hands once again of Willemse. They've still got the ball now inside of the 22, going back across field. A little kick in behind there, and it is going to be going back for the penalty. And that does now mean that the Griquas, they have the opportunity of going back to 3-3 if they want it. Hello, there we have got Sean has said hi as well, and also 140 at the moment, says Gabriel, and like your cat mate as well, says Gerardas. If you do like Billy, of course, you do actually now have access to the emoji, Gerardas. He is actually one of the emojis that we have got in the chat now. So if you do want to use that one, be sure to. It is called the Billy emoji, and it is based off his face. Isaac made one, and it was very impressive the way that he has done it. It was just a little bit, I think he was offside, unfortunately. Okay, no, it was the number 3 Western Province. Just didn't quite roll away. Pretty harsh because he almost did get out of there. And we have got Sean has said hi as well. Welcome into the live stream, mate. I do appreciate you being here. We have got Johnny Plays with the cat emojis as well. And we have got I can't see you what's going on as well, says Brandon. Maybe try refreshing and see whether or not that does end up helping out. And we have got there 1-4. We've been putting in work since knee high. Them days on the curve now, I'm proud to say, this day forward, that the number, or that 7 put an op on his shirt. He did just fill up the car and did I just say like a verse of a rap or something along those lines? We have got the Premier put us in lockdown when we were getting 60 cases a day. So yeah, they probably left it a little bit too late. To be fair, because I mean we have one community case and we went straight into level 4. It is 3-3 now between these two sides. The Griquas were able to convert. And come on, Western Province, I love you till I die as well, says Antoinette. So hopefully they will be able to get this win for your sake, because if they do, they are in the semi-finals. Almost guaranteed. In fact, yes, it would be guaranteed if they were able to do so. It's going to be almost claimed off Kickoff by Vindermover, but not quite able to. And now it is going back, and it is going to be the scrum feet here. Once again, the GRIQUAS player complaining a little bit. I'll be honest, I don't actually know as many of the GRIQUAS players as I possibly should. I haven't gotten to see, or I don't think I've actually done any commentaries for their matches either, which is pretty interesting. The fact that we've done about 6 or so for the Currie Cup so far, but none of them have involved the GRIQUAS there. We have got, but somehow my area in Sydney has barely had COVID, says Luke. So that is a good thing. That it isn't in your community at this stage. And we have got there just stopped in to say, hey, Bok, as well, says the Vale. And I do want to know your guys' opinion on how you think the game yesterday went for the Springboks versus Argentina. Were you happy with the end result, or were you really thinking that the Springboks were going to be able to push towards that bonus point? Do let me know, because I've seen a lot of people have been saying that they actually thought that the Springboks maybe should have been able to get that point, but of course, we will have to wait and see. And we have got there. I can see you now. Question time, is it okay with you? Says Brandon. As long as it is something to do, maybe with either rugby or the Currie Cup, go for it, mate. And we have also got Griquas says us as well. And we have got the cat emojis from Gabriel Smith as well. We have got my district had too much thrillers. I like who wants it, like who wants war with Sydney's. I feel like I'm just singing it or rapping a whole song at this stage for the toilet. And also we have got things on hips too. Got things on hips. What shops? I have no idea what you guys are saying, but we have got a green screen at the moment here in New Zealand for the Currie Cup, which means hopefully they are going to be able to get it back very soon. There we go. And it was a scrum going down on the front row by the looks of it. So that would be a penalty to the Western Province. And because of it, I would think that they are going to be taking on the 3 points. Springboks versus Argentina was a boring game, said George Polo. I have seen that mentioned quite often as well, that maybe it wasn't as exciting as it could have been. Try, says Sean. I haven't actually seen it yet. They're going for the corner here. So it will be Tim Swell who will be taking this kick. 8.5 minutes into this game at the moment in the Western Province, looking for that rolling maul. We have got 1-4. It's not just what Sydney is as well, says Luke. And also we have got there, the Springboks won, but they only scored 1 try, says Sean, although they got 2 in the end, but they only had 1 more try than Argentina, who did score in that 86th minute, which was very impressive from Pablo Matera. The fact that they just kept on going rather than giving up. And now it's going to be a rolling maul here for the Western Province. And by the looks of it, it is very nicely set. The number 2 right at the back has got this one. He's looking to try and get it rolling, and it is working very nicely here for the Western Province. They're going backwards a little bit, but it's still going to be creeping forward. Are they going to be able to get over the line? That was close. Are they over? It's close. No, it's going to be the penalty, or it's going to be the free kick for the Springboks. Did you like that one, did you? At this stage, they were able to defend, weren't they? Very nicely done indeed. He's in a very friendly mood today. At the moment, honestly, the game wasn't that good from what I heard, because it was good, or result was good, but could have been much better. Box lost it in the second half a bit, says the Vale. Yeah, they had a couple mistakes, like late in that one, that possibly, I know Hondre Pollard missed touch a couple times, and also it was Mbonami who didn't quite get those line-out throws right, but the Springboks are one of those sides, I think, if they can win all of their games, they are going to win the Rugby Championship anyway. Even if they lose one, I think they are still right up there as one of the favourites. So, I mean, they didn't get the bonus point there, but I think they are going to be receiving it in the future as well. We have got question time. What is forename in rugby in Australia, not team people? Who wins? As well, says Brandon. What is forename in a rugby in Australia, not team people? Says Brandon. Is that as in 4 rugby players from Australia, or are we talking actual rugby teams? Do let me know. But at this stage here, the Griquas only 10 metres out from their line. And it looks like he is going to be kicking this one high there. Ungura has kicked that one towards the touchline. Not what a fine touch, though. Taken by Vandermerwe now. Crossfield gives it to Sergio Pedersen now. Looking for a man on the outside. Is able to find him as well. The number 13 for the Western Province, currently 30 metres out now. Running hard at the line, it was Mayhazen. And at this stage now, going back across. Looking like a good backline movement for the Western Province. Sergio Pedersen with the quick hands. On the outside now, good step from their number 8. Oh, foot was almost on the touchline, but he's been able to keep it in very nicely there. Western Province, a little bit of a counter ruck coming from the Griquas, but now driving forward was Henko Fenta. Hugo Fenta, sorry. And that is going to be a knock-on advantage or a penalty. I think it is a penalty for the Western Province. So we have got, what has Michael Hooper scored yet? Not yet. We haven't had any tries in this one, but I mean, it's going to be interesting. I'm not sure when we're going to get to see Michael Hooper play next. Seems to be that it could be a little while, depending on who ends up playing who when. But I know South Africa are keen on playing anywhere at this stage. They are just waiting to find out what plane they're getting on and where they are heading. We have got there. How can they run, lad, without tax? And if we're talking scores, hashtag facts, I feel like I'm just saying a rap at this stage, Smithy Tula. I'm not sure what song that is at this stage. And I feel like Johnny Blaze is also possibly doing it as well. We have got good evening, Hamish. Welcome in, David. It is good to see you, mate, for this live stream between the Griquas and the Western Province at this stage. A lot on the line for this semi-final. We've got an interesting situation that if the Western Province can win this game, they are going to be in a semi-final match, whether that is finishing 3rd or 4th. But then if the Griquas win it, then it could either be the Western Province, the Griquas, or the Pumas could be making their way through. That was a very good push there. And it does now mean that it's a knock-on against the Western Province, and it will be the Griquas only a few metres out from their line will now have the scrum feed. They've got there, by the way, we hit 55 followers on Spotify. Says at BKR Sports, so we are flying up at the moment. Anyone who is interested in a little bit of a World Rugby podcast, I guess I should say, it is the Rugby Down Under podcast. It is myself and BKR Sport. It is the pin comment as well, if you guys do want to check it out. My cat is still in a very friendly mood at the moment. He's just chilling. And we have got 55 OnlyFans subs as well, says Johnny Blaze. And also we have got, I think that's his name. My dad was so mad at Lou Diaga for missing so many kicks as well. Was it Lou Diaga missing the kicks, or was it maybe Henry Pollard we are talking about? We have got, Emma Jane, my sister, is not going to be good at questions. Is not your real questions as well, says Brandon. And also we have got there, you could use some better headphones. Looks like you bought it from the warehouse as well, says George Polo. I mean, I used to have a headset that always was tangled. My cat is looking at them at the moment. But yeah, I used to have one that didn't actually have a headset microphone. I have my microphone over here, but I decided to use this one instead. But I am actually saving up for a new headset so that it can sound a lot clearer for you guys, OnlyFans and Spotify. Pretty much the same thing. Johnny Blaze as well as this BKR Sport. I guess so. Someone was talking about OnlyFans yesterday in the chat as well, and they said that something about the rules changing. And we have got, hey, I'm a warehouse earphone purchase, top quality bra as well, and also looks boring this weekend without any rugby, says Luke. Yeah, we will still have 3 games of the Currie Cup, but other than that, unfortunately, not too much international rugby will be taking place. That's going to be a free kick to the Griquas. This game started off a little bit slow between these two sides. Bit of a methodical pace between these one, but at this stage, as soon as we get to see one try, I think it is going to be well and truly cut and open. But I will quickly show the fixtures for next week. This is in New Zealand time as well, so they are in the middle of the night. Hasn't been able to find touch there with that kick downfield, but of course he wasn't quite able to because of the fact that he wasn't allowed to kick it out. But now it's going back across field. Oh, that's big contact, and that is going to be Fenton now trying to pass it on the outside. The ball's in touch, and now it will be a line out for the Griquas once again. But yeah, we see the Griquas taking on the Pumas. So if they win this game, the Griquas, it will actually end up in that situation of that one will pretty much be for a playoff spot. Then the Sharks versus Western Province, that's at 5 a.m. New Zealand time. Going to be a late night, that one, if I do cover it. And then the Blue Bulls taking on the Free State Cheetahs. And at this stage, the Cheetahs, they aren't a mile out of this one, but they would need a massive win, probably a bonus point win. And the Western Province would have to lose this game and lose badly to the Sharks for the Cheetahs to have any chance. So there's still a little bit of hope for them. Unfortunately, the Lions at the bottom, they are not quite going to be able to do so and get into that final, are they? No, unfortunately not. We have got there no more on OnlyFans as well, said Luke. And also we have got, oh yes, and also Lola have came out headphones as well. And we have got no more explicit material on OnlyFans, so I can't show my daddy long strong swinging side to side as well. We have got, now this is a real question. What is 4 people in Australia rugby? Just name them, or just name them just what you feel, what you know. I feel good as well, says Brandon. I assume if we're talking about players who are playing just in general, my cat's going to fall over backwards soon. You got to be careful, mate. You're getting a bit old. You can't end up tumbling over backwards. But at this stage, I mean, I could go Sakopi Kepu, Angus Scott Young. I'm trying to think of other players who are playing in the Bunnings NPC, the provincial competition here in New Zealand, which of course I know someone in the chat absolutely loves, but now offloading it. Sergio Peterson on the halfway line here for the Western Province, looking like it's going to start speeding up as well. They've got the advantage from the scrum as well. Tim Swill passes it back now. No, you can't go up there. My cat is trying to get up on the desk at this stage. you end up falling off. Going back across field, Tim Swillard once again, wide ball from Pedersen, out to Edwell. Van der Merwe hit hard in the contact. He's going up. See you later, mate. Don't hit the camera. Don't click anything. Right. Come back down here, mate. Come on. Right, at this stage, passing it back across field. That is my cat. Bunnings FPC, my favourite as well. And we also got, I'm kind of happy Fifth Clerk isn't playing as well. You kind of, yeah, you kind of, come on. Come back down here. At this stage now, 40 metres out the Western Province. Going back across. Make sure you don't show your or else we end up demonetised. Now, Edward van der Merwe, once again, he's going off. And at this stage now, 45 metres out, the Western Province still on attack up to 8 phases now. Driving forward very nicely. Almost stolen there by the GRIQUAS. Their number 4 has been able to go straight through the middle and has been able to turn it over. Van der Merwe with the clean out. And the breakdown going short side now. And the GRIQUAS starting to open up a little bit of space down the wind. Team Swill with a beautiful low tackle, but now on the outside. And it is going to be he's tripped over the number 13. I've forgotten his name, but he wasn't quite able to get over the line. Chris Hollis there. And unfortunately, he ended up dropping that ball, but now they've got the backline opportunity. It's a wide cutout pass. Viridiam now cutting back on the inside. Trying to break the tackles. Little offload on the outside. It's still available. It's one-on-one defense. Oh, it's being dropped there by Gideon van der Merwe. And they weren't able to get over the line there. The GRIQUAS, unfortunately, watching where you're watching it on. I am watching it on Sky Go here in New Zealand on Sky Sport 1. It is, and we have also got there in the chat. I'll be streaming the Premier League from 11 p.m. until 3:30 a.m. So I know the feeling as well. Says BKR Sport, yeah. A lot of late night ones when it does come to overseas competitions, and we have got there in the chat. Cheaters, bad now. Such a useless coach. Hope they fire him as well. Says Life Starts, and also we have got there. I'm kind of happy Fifth Clerk isn't playing. Says Sean, and also we have got there. And there we have got, what is my cat name? He is named Billy, and he is actually one of the emojis for the channel. If you guys do want to put him in the chat, we have got Billy as well. Says David W. He is actually now an emoji, David. So be sure to use that one as well. And we have got there, we have got Boom Get Out of the Way as well. Says Billy Jordan. And also we have got Hamish Brother. You remind me of Dr. Evil from that Austin Powers movie, pinning the cat cynically. As well as says Smithy Jordan on Hoops, McDermott, Callaway, and Valentini. The ones that Johnny Blaze went with for his prediction. Also, we have got there, no getting in as well. Says Jonathan. Unfortunately, yeah, it was that man who put the ball down, which, of course, we've been mentioning him a little bit. Maybe he scores a try later on in this one, though. And Austin Powers were crack up as well, says Millie Toilet. And also, Austin Powers is funny AF. I love them movies. Those movies, sorry. I think I haven't actually watched them in a little while. But I remember watching, it was Goldmember, a long time ago. And, yeah, I just remember a certain character, which I don't even think I can say his name on live stream because it could be considered offensive, but we got the Billy emojis in the chat from David as well, and I believe that Johnny as well says to go to us, and also Billy in the chat from Sean, and also we have got Stansport as absolute beast here in Australia. They have also got the Bunnings NPC, so they've got a lot of the provincial competitions around the world, which is great to see for Stansports because of the fact that, yeah, as long as we can have a lot of rugby being shown for a lot of people, it is always a win-win. But at this stage now, the GRIQUAS, they are only going to be 5 meters out from the line of the Western Province. And now taking that one very nicely. They're going to start to get that rolling ball going. Now they defended the Western Province rolling ball extremely well down the other end of the field. Can the Western Province return the favour? No, they can't. It's Gideon van der Merwe, and he has scored the try for the GRIQUAS. What do we just say in there? We just said that even though he dropped that ball, he is going to be able to get a try in this match, perhaps. And that is exactly what he has done, Gideon van der Merwe. And now because of it, it does mean that they are going to be leading this match now. The GRIQUAS 8 points to 3 with a kick to come as well. It was the rolling maul. And then from there, just broke off beautifully. Gideon van der Merwe just straight up the middle. He kind of came out of nowhere as well, straight through, and was able to go right over the line and score the try. Greetings from Malaysia as well. Says MH Choi, welcome in to the live stream, mate. What temperature is it at the moment? Yeah, do let me know. And also we have got Try Nice Gideon as well, says Jonathan. And also we have got Western Province going to get booted as well, says Achilles. And at the moment, they need to make sure they win this game if they do want to secure a spot in the semi-final. If not, the GRIQUAS will overtake them. And then it will be down to that game between the Pumas and the GRIQUAS to see who is going to be able to go through for in the third place position, I believe. And then it will be Western Province taking on the Sharks, which will not be an easy game for them. But now it is going to be a kicking opportunity once again for the GRIQUAS to see whether or not they can make it a 7-pointer. At this stage, 19 minutes into this game, it's kind of been flying by, but at the same time, feels like at times we've had a lot of stoppages. It's a decent kick, and he's got it as well. So now the score is going to be GRIQUAS 10 and the 3 to the Western Province. So that is not the start to the match the Western Province would have been wanting. I mentioned that they defended a rolling maul extremely well, and then from there, they were just able to get that attacking rolling maul going. He kind of just shot up the middle there. Gideon Fundermove kind of came out of nowhere. It just went straight through over the line. And we have also got in the chat, Diddy old dirt, something from Chrisio. And also we have got there, Hamish, put your pinky up near your lip. Hamish brother asked for $1 billion as well. I feel like if it did, that would become a meme. But maybe, no, I was about to say something for a punishment / kind of light goal, or not a light goal for this one, but just a general channel light goal. But I don't think we go down that track because I realize it has taken a long time to grow this. I was going to cut it all off for looking a bit more like Dr. Evil. That's going to be a little knock on there from the Western Province, and because of it on the halfway line, it will once again be the Griquas who have got the scrum feed. We have got there as well, Leka Boys, says Nicholas, and also we have got there Kuala Lumpur, sorry, at 7:55, 27 degrees. So when do you have winter, MH, or what's kind of the lowest temperature in degrees Celsius that you kind of get throughout the year? Because it always, anytime we've chatted, it's always been like 27 plus. Like, I feel like that's almost kind of the coldest I've seen. Maybe 25, I think we saw one other time. We have got what's most common South African last name, Toy, or we have got Borta in there as well as a shout. I feel like they're both right up there. Fundermove is actually kind of edging its way in there in this competition. We have seen quite a few with the likes of Edward Fundermove and also Gideon Fundermove has also been playing out there. I'm looking through the names to see what other double ups we have got. There's not too many. Overall, Stenkamp, or different kind of types of Stenkamp, Stenkamp and Stenkamp also, I believe, are all the changes. But now, once again, the Griquas flying forward up to the 22. And on that side there, it would have been Edwan Keita who had the carry, and it's going to be in the hands of the Western Province, so they have got the advantage as well. Going short side, Sergio Peterson, not a lot of space down that wing, trying to make his way forward a little bit, possibly creating the kicking opportunity, but straight through the middle now. It's going to be the number 8 offloading it, and this was a very nice run there from Namakapa. Going back across field now for the Western Province, passing it through the forwards. Tim Swill passes it back now, gives it to Warwick Gallant, and he has put it right in behind the defence of the Griquas. Going to be just going into the in-goal area, so because of it, does now mean that it would be, it's just staying there at the stage inside of the in-goal area. I believe it would be a goal line dropout in another competition, but because this one started before the 1st of August, it does mean that it is now going to be a 22 dropout. And at the situation, it's 20 degrees here in Sydney at 9 p.m. See, at this stage, we are sitting 4 degrees here in New Zealand, where I live. Oh, it's going to be a loose ball there for the Griquas. Once again, they've had all the possession so far, but straight on the ball there for the Western Province, and they'll be able to rip it straight away. And now it's going back, and they are going to be 25 metres out. Not like nice offload was what I was trying to say there. Almost on the ball. No, it's an advantage as well. Port the vet now gives it back to Swill. Using the back line very nicely. Quick hands. Gallant gives it out to Sergio Peterson. Great low tackle on him, though, by the left winger. Going back now across to the big forwards. They haven't really put together more than 5 phases so far in this match, the Western Province, but they are trying to change that. Oh, that was a good low tackle, but unfortunately ended up tackling the wrong man there. Paul DeVet once again goes back to Swill. They've got the men on the outside wide. The beautiful cutout pass here. Well, Fundermove stepping as well. Offload on the inside. And they are going to be only a couple metres short here. Johan de Toy almost able to get his team over the line for the first time in this one. Very close now for the big lock. And at this stage now, Western Province, they have had a big attacking move here from the big fours, just slowly creeping forward in the meters. Only a couple metres short. Paul DeVet with the wide cutout pass. But it didn't work out, and they're going back for the penalty, and he is not too happy at the moment. Rohan now, who was out on that wing, I believe. It's going to be a last warning for the Griquas as well. If not, maybe. Could end up being a yellow card. Okay, number 14 is going to the bin here, so they decided that James Ferretti unfortunately ended up being offside at the wrong time, so he is going to the bin for the next 10 minutes. We have got their lowest in South Africa. Middle winter, early mornings in some towns can drop to -4, says the live starts as well. And we have got, hope you and your family are safe and well during this lockdown. No, actually, at this stage, we haven't really gone out and about, other than I think Dad's been to the grocery shop once, but other than that, we have been just at home because my mum's actually going to be starting her work again tomorrow from lockdown. So I'm actually going to let her use my gaming PC to be able to do her work, so that she has got the 2 screens for it as well. So that will kind of be a morning to early afternoon kind of thing. And normally I'm asleep at that time anyway, so it's all good there. We have got every Currie Cup game I watch is a smashing as well, says Luke. So yeah, in that game yesterday, we saw 6 points put on by the Sharks over the Lions, and that was the highest score that any side has got throughout the season so far. I believe 55 was the next highest, and that was the Bulls in about round 7. But we have got their question. Do you know your math good here? 45 divided by 2 equals question 9 for rugby. What time is the next live stream on the Kiwi Lads game? And Dave says, Brandon, I believe if there is no other international rugby that is going to be going on in this situation, it is going to be the games next week, which will be sitting at, I will quickly put them up on the screen for you guys. The first one would be the GRIQUAS versus the Pumas at 12:30 a.m. on Sunday. So that is just after midnight. So around half an hour forward in this time yesterday. No, that was a terrible way of explaining it, but pretty much it will be on Sunday at 12:30 a.m. will be the next one. If we don't have any Bunnings NPC on, if we've got the Bunnings NPC, then it will be probably more than likely Friday night at 7 p.m. will be the next live stream that we have got. But maybe we'll have a gaming live stream go up at some stage. It's going to be a scrum feed here once again for the Western Province. It was a very good scrum, and they have got the man advantage as well. But we are having another scrum reset in this situation. We have got their points as well, says Sean. At this stage, we are sitting at 10 for the Griquas and 3 for the Western Province, and that 45 divided by 2 would be 22.5 as well. And we have also got there my Kmart phone charger charges my phone in like 8 hours. I got 6% charge increase. Stupid POS as well, says that Johnny Plays. I mean, you get some good stuff from Kmart, but also I guess you have got some stuff that doesn't quite work out. Tim Swell wide, cut out ball. It's gone into the hands of Sergio Peterson, and that is going to be the first try of the match for the Western Province. They've got the man advantage for the next 8 minutes as well. Viridian not on the field anymore, and because of it, his opposite number, which is Sergio Peterson, was able to get the try. We have got, is it a national lockdown? It is indeed. So at this stage, everyone in New Zealand is going to be in level 4 up until it will be Tuesday, and then from there they will decide whether or not we go down in the levels. But level 4 pretty much is, unless you are an essential worker, such as if you work at a supermarket or anything like that, you are allowed to go to work, but everyone else, other than going to the supermarket or exercising, aren't allowed to leave their houses at all. And then also you have got the situation of, I guess, medical care as well. You are allowed to leave, but other than that, everything else, you have to wait. And we have got the I need a new phone. By stinking lockdown, damn it, as well, says Johnny Blaze. And also we have got the I love Currie Cup rugby back in the day. They're relentless, those South Africans, and it's always a close game. And a lot of these ones, Tim Swell with a great kick there. And now the score is going to be 10-all between these two sides, the Western Province and the Griquas. I'm quickly going to look up what the score was last time these two sides played. Surely it wasn't a draw. If it was a draw, that would actually really do weird things to the table, because both sides would still get a chance of being able to make it to the semi-finals. We have got South Africa level 3 as well, says Juras. And also we have got, where's your tuxedo, Hamish, says Brian. I felt like I would be a little bit too overdressed for this one. I wore it for the live stream yesterday. We were actually able to hit that 5,000 subscribers on that one, which was absolutely just incredible. And yeah, I think it is going to be coming out for the next games of the Rugby Championship, though. Maybe I feel like the Bunnings NPC, the first game back, would look like I'm a little bit too overdressed for it, but I'll just be excited to see provincial rugby back happen again in New Zealand. That one's going to be kicked off by the Griquas now. 27 minutes into this one. Oh, it's gone straight through the hands. And all of a sudden now, it's almost going to be a try-off kickoff for the Griquas. They're a metre short. That was an absolutely huge mistake, and it could be a man going to the bin here for the Western Province as well. They're over the line, or are they? It's going to be a metre short. Inches short of the line now for the Griquas. They're going to fire straight back. In this match, he's over the line. Did he throw it at the line, though? They're going upstairs. That was not good off kickoff there for the Western Province, that is for sure. Unfortunately for them, that was a big mistake, and it almost led to the try straight away for the Griquas. We have got level 4 is 14 days, she just said as well, says Brandon. So it seems like we are going to be in there for a little bit longer. And I thought New Zealand was out of COVID restrictions. We were for a very long time. This is actually our first lockdown in about a year, I think it is, or somewhere around there. I remember last lockdown, it was just before George's birthday, and I ended up putting down some cans of Coke and biscuits on my driveway, and then stepping back about 10 meters or so, and he claimed them, and we kind of did a bit of a wave, and then, didn't see each other for a few weeks after that, which was hard because of the fact that we did have the YouTube channel that we were trying to film the videos for at the time. But they're just checking this one to see whether or not the Griquas were able to score this try here, because if they were, that is a brilliant way to fire back after having a try scored against you. We're just seeing it in slow motion here. The ball's at the back. It is available. Does he get this ball down? He kind of looked like he threw it at the line, or they might be trying to say that maybe it's held up over the line there. So it is held up originally, but then did he get it back enough so that they can go for the next movement? Yeah, they are looking at the wrong breakdown at the moment. We will read the chat in a very short moment, though, but I do appreciate every single one of you for tuning in for this one. If you aren't new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Is this going to be a try? They need the next breakdown. They're still checking the same one. We know that it's held up off this one, but we need to see the next breakdown forward to see whether or not they were able to get this ball down the GRIQUAS. I also looked it up, and it was 30 to the GRIQUAS and 28 to the Western Province the last time these two sides played, and that was in July. Okay, so they are just saying now that they're not looking at the right replay. So the man on the TMO is panicking big time, trying to make sure he finds the right ruck. Right, here it is. It is available at the back for the GRIQUAS. TMO here. Oh, I think that could be a try there for the GRIQUAS possibly. And we have got there far, also in their 1996 Super 12 final as well. And we have got good evening, brother. So I'm school tonight. My first Currie Cup experience. What a way to learn with you, Hamish, and the rest of the Kiwi Lads community. Big smiles from Robbie, the Murray here in Perth, 8 p.m. as well. So welcome in, Robbie. Do appreciate you being here. At the moment, the one thing I've learned about the Currie Cup is most of these games go down to the last minute because, like, we look through the results. They've had 44 all draws and all sorts. So it's going to be exciting to see whether or not this game will be the same. The last time these two sides played, only 2 points difference. We're still checking this one for the TMO to see whether or not he gets it down. He does. He does put that ball down the GRIQUAS player. So I think that is going to be a try here for the GRIQUAS, if I'm not wrong. And we have got there, Chris, it's madness. It's not locked in for Perth as well, says Johnny Blaze. I assume that is the third Bledisloe Cup test match and the second game for the All Blacks and the Wallabies of the Rugby Championship. So hopefully that game does still take place in Perth, because I think Optus Stadium is a perfect location to be able to have it. Okay. Number 9's going to the bin. Paul DeVette is going to be off the field for 10 minutes as well. So at this stage now, 2 yellow cards in this match already. We are only 27 minutes in. And Paul DeVette is going to be off the field for the next 10 minutes. And the GRIQUAS are going to be taking the lead in this match with a nice easy kick to come as well. So with that one, it will be 17 points to the GRIQUAS and 10 to the Western Province. But it was a big mistake off kickoff there for the Stormers when you drop that ball, and then it was straight into that situation. Unfortunately, Paul DeVette, he just had nowhere to go. He got wedged in there, and because of it, it did end up slowing the ball down, which does get him the yellow card. We have got John Olomu, Viredi, and Videri, hopefully I pronounced that correctly, and Cashmore backline for the Blues as well. Says Smithy Toilet, and also we have got in there, I'm yet to leave my house yet. We were well stocked for food. I've yet to change my clothes all week. Don't judge me, please, as well. Says Johnny Blaze. I guess it's one of those ones. I know that some people have said that they're going to drink every day of lockdown. Some people have actually, who live alone, have said that they're just going to wear nothing for every single day of lockdown as well. But yeah, I think for me, I'm just going to probably eat it every single day of lockdown. We've got Owama says saluted gents as well. Welcome into the live stream, mate. And also we have got what's your spirit animal, bruh, as well, says Johnny Blaze. That's a good question. Spirit animal. I feel like that's not. I think it's so that's not the year I was born, is it? What is the spirit animal? I feel like I'm going to need clarification because I feel like I should know it. I think it was a rabbit, maybe. It might be a rabbit, if I'm not wrong. But we have got I live in Kimberley, and GRIQUAS hometown go GRIQUAS as well, says Brian. And at the moment, they have got a 7-point lead, and they need this one to be able to make it through to the semi-final if they win their game next week as well. And we have got Hamish. You should have a midweek Kiwi Lads live chat. Maybe Zoom in George and Isaac, just live chat about rugby or gaming, etc. Says David. That would be pretty cool to do. And maybe I guess I haven't done a member-only live stream, so perhaps that would be an awesome way of kind of incorporating that, kind of having like a Kiwi Lads chat, just like you mentioned, midweek. I will try and get that organised and see whether or not they are keen to do so, because hopefully I can get them as a guest or else by myself. I mean, you guys will probably still end up tuning in, but I think it is with those other guys as well that it will be a lot more fun. And we have got Drive from Giradas as well, and straight out of Western Sydney, says Smithy Toilet. And at this stage now, it is going to be driving for the Western Province just outside of the 22. They're going to have a different man playing halfback now, as their halfback was sent to the bin. Now it's going to be in the hands of Fenter. 25 metres out, Edward van der Merwe. We actually saw Cheslin Colby slot in at halfback for the Springboks in the game yesterday. So now Edward van der Merwe also deciding that he is going to be playing a little bit of scrum half for the rest of the 10 minutes that the man is off the field now, deciding what way to go. It's going to be Gallant running sideways, passes it one more out into the hands now of Ruan now with a good run forward as well. Still going Ruan now, only 10 metres out, straight over the ball there. I think that's all. It was close to a penalty against the Pumas, against the GRIQUAS. Now Gallant plays halfback, gives it to the big tight head prop, only 10 metres out once again. At this stage, the defence of the GRIQUAS is holding up pretty nicely. It's a short ball, nice into the hands of May Hazen. Going now around this side, once again, it's going to be an advantage. I said that very strangely, but Gallant now has got this ball as well. trying to pierce the gap. He's going to be picked up and almost dropped there. Only a couple meters short now for the Western Province. They are phase after phase at the moment, and this is perfect for them because of the fact with both teams on 14 men. This is a good opportunity. Rohan now. Did he drop the ball, though? I believe he was able to score at Rohan now, but it looked like he almost ended up putting it down. But we will add the points just for now. They are just checking something once again, and there have been many penalties in this one. The 14th try for Rohan now so far in his Currie Cup career. And it was just a good backline movement. Went out the back. Wide ball from Detoy. And then Rohan now able to put it down. And we have got there. Thank you, Achilles. Oh, I take it as a compliment, my brother, as well. And that was from Johnny. Wait up. We have got Johnny, who looks just like Johnny Bravo as well. And we have got there in the chat. Do you know Hello Neighbor? I have heard of the game, but I haven't actually played it yet. And we have got, we've got the spammer back again. That is nice. And we have also got there in the chat, my spirit animal is a Kiwi. I'm round, hairy, brown, chicken legs, and small stumpy arms as well. Says Johnny Blaze and GRIQUAS 34 and Western Province 22 as well. Hamish Bro, how about a horse as well? Says Millie Toilet. Oh, is a spirit animal not actually something that you've like? Oh, sorry, I was thinking of a what's it called? Well, the one that's kind of like the year of the rabbit or the year of the something as well. And we have got there, Robbie. Yes, we were told the 4th of September at this stage for the third Bledisloe. So hopefully that will be the case, and they do decide to go with that date, because then I'm not sure whether or not South Africa, I think they were mentioning that they're either going to head to Brisbane, Europe, stay in South Africa, or pretty much anywhere that they need to go for the games to be able to take place. I was supposed to spend pretty much all day at the rugby on Saturday, but yeah, well, we know how that went as well, says Novmum. Yeah, I wish those provincial games would have been able to take place, but yeah, with the level 4 lockdown, I'm not even sure if they'll be able to take place this weekend. So I'm really hoping that we do get to see the Bunnings NBC back very soon, because I absolutely love that competition. Even though, like, that's the thing, the live streams that we do of it, we probably won't have many viewers at all, but I still absolutely love them, because not only do we get to learn about the New Zealand kind of, not grassroots level, but the provincial level, and also I get to chat a little bit kind of more in depth with you guys in the chat as well. Someone trolling says, Chris, oh yeah, at this stage, it's one of those ones that it seems to be ever since we had a live stream that we were kind of shouted out by someone else, we ended up with all the spammers. So I guess that's a good thing and a bad thing at the same time. But we have also got there, Jeremiah is a crybaby sook as well from Johnny Blaze. And also we have got there, Smithy Toilet is a horrible person, says Patrick. Oh, I don't know about that. Smithy Toilet, he's a very knowledgeable bloke. And he doesn't seem that bad. Seemed all right. But now that was a big kick downfield from the Western Province. So we have got Jeremiah is from it is Achilles. And yeah, this stage. See, that's the thing that I like about this as well, is normally when we have got a few newer people on the live stream, they don't actually know kind of in terms of, was that the ball boy taking that catch there, unfortunately? And then, or one of the coaches with a mask ended up taking it, which did mean that they weren't able to take the throw quickly. But Tim Swill there with a big kick downfield. Yeah, he was going to be catching the ball, and in the end, it did mean that the quick throw wasn't actually able to take place, which is a bit interesting. I'm not sure what side he is for. A great game, great scoring game so far. It is indeed at this stage. And Sean is pretty much surely Lowell as well in there. And we have got Jeremiah, wasn't raised by his father, but was put in a dress and makeup and has transitioned into a female as well, says Johnny Blaze. But at this stage now, Gallant got this ball kicking it way downfield for the Western Province. So it's become kind of a little bit more of a game of force back at this stage. And we have also got there, don't understand why people spam, says Luke. I don't really know either, because I guess all it does is help out the channel in a way, because of the fact that the chat rate, I think, can actually help push a video out more. So in a way, they're promoting the channel, even though I think they're trying to do the opposite, which is kind of, I mean, it's good and bad at the same time, I guess you could say. But also Western may have been overconfident as well. Says so sure, yeah, they were the favourites going into this game. At this stage, they are actually down to 14 men. They've got another man who will be coming back from the bin Paul de Vet, I should say. And he is going to be off the field for the next kind of 4 or 5 minutes or so. And at this stage, I have to be fair, he does have a lot of accounts, which is pretty impressive as well. And we have got there, here's another spammer. It's the same guy who kind of goes between all of his accounts. He probably has about 15 open at this stage, just to try and do it. But yeah, he likes the Currie Cup. I think it was another Currie Cup game or a Northern Hemisphere game as well. And we have got, I think we're going to be in level 4 for a little bit longer, which sucks, says David. Yeah, at this stage, I'm thinking even level 3, we're going to be in it for probably until the end of next week at least. And then maybe the week after, possibly. Why are there so many spammers, says Sean. It is the same guy. It is the exact same guy. He just changes from account to account because he has plenty of spare time to make so many of them. Gallant now goes back to the hands of Tim Swill. Beautiful run up the inside here for Tim Swill. Just get him thrown to the ground. Beautiful offload as well to keep that ball in play, but the player for the GRIQUAS almost straight on it. Once again, it is going to be the big tie here prop for the Western Province. They have got 2 minutes left of the yellow card at this stage. And we have also got there in the chat the V from Luke as well. It's a big box kick downfield, and it is going to be going into touch there. A great kick as well from the Western Province, and it was Gallant who was able to do so. He used to play for the Vodacom Bulls, I believe, if I'm not wrong, a few years ago. But now at this stage, very good kick there from him. And now it will be the GRIQUAS who will have this line out throw just inside of their 22. We have also got there. See, he's just got all of these accounts that he does love to use. But at this stage now, anyone who is just tuning in now, 17 points to the GRIQUAS, 15 to the Western Province. There is still another yellow card that we have got in this situation that we are just waiting to see whether or not it is going to be costly for the Western Province. But I will mention, if you haven't already, be sure to leave a like. Also, subscribe to the channel if you are new. It is hugely appreciated, every single one of you guys, for being here. I am quickly going to go like this. There we go. Hopefully that works. Right. And at this stage now, I just updated my scoreboard again. We have got there from just Amazon, usually versions as well. Says David, and also we have got there in the chat. Hoping I will be able to go to my niece's first birthday in October. Whereabouts does she live compared to you, Nov Mum? Do let me know. And we have got this fella, got a list of usernames and passwords on his second screen as well. Says Billy Dodd. And also we have got there, I've got to do some work for a church in Auckland, but COVID hit, blessing in disguise as well, says Johnny Blaze. What type of work do you have to do at the church? Because is it going to be, because I know, the one in Christchurch actually had a lot of work done on it over the last kind of 2 years or so. Why don't you ban the spammer, says Sean? That is a great question, but the answer to that is pretty much because they have so many accounts, I can only ban each account as they use it, if that makes sense. So pretty much if they had 50 accounts and I just ban kind of each one as we go, I can't actually be able to kind of ban every single one of them at the same time, sadly. But now it is going to be in the hands of Finta once again. Going to be a driving forward here for the Western Province. They've got the advantage as well. They've got a minute and a half left until Baldervet will be back out on the field, but it's looking like they've got a good back line set up here. It's going to be going out the back. Rohan now scudding on the inside, just not quite able to link up though with the man on his outside there. Now it is going to be Gallant playing halfback, decided that he is going to be putting on that halfback role, and that is something that they have done quite a bit throughout the last 10 minutes, that they have had their fullback and also their wingers who have been playing halfback. One moment, I have to quickly do this as well. There we go. At this stage now, once again passing across field, and we have got there what is a kitty fiddler as well. It's something that you probably, I mean, it's an interesting term. I know that they are Australian, the person who does it, because they use the word flog, I think it is, and that is something that only I have heard people in Australia use at this stage. But we have got there, I'm in Hamilton, she's in Wellington, got a ticket. My dad and I are meant to be going down as well, says Nobum. So hopefully that can take place and you will be able to go to it. And we have got Nazim has said, come on, Province, you can do it. And at this stage, only 2 points difference, 30 seconds left. They're going upstairs to check something here. Is this going to be another yellow card to someone? At this stage, only 3 minutes left in this first half. Watch someone pretend to be me now. Says, look, they pretty much do that every time in the chat. They pretty much find someone in the chat to try and make them think that they're hacked, so they leave the live stream. It's kind of the weird kind of strategy, I guess you could say, that they do have. And we have got there, she's Sean, and also Nick Cook is cooked as well, says Johnny Blaze. And also we have got there, watch someone, we have got there, the church's bathroom block is old and crappy and needs to be redone. So yeah, I'll be doing bathrooms, but in a church environment, admittedly, I have a naughty mouth as well. I can't imagine you. Although if you talk like you do in the live stream, hopefully they don't kick you out. But if you don't, I'm sure that you'll be all right. Hopefully overall, just make sure you don't go down any of the trolling route. They are just checking to see the contact between, it was Fundamerva in the number 6 jersey, and also they are just trying to see whether or not he did end up making direct contact with the head, I believe, here. So he gets the ball there, Fundamerva, and then from there, passes it back. They're just checking this one. It's head-on-head contact, and he was going a little bit high there, Fundamerva. It's going to be interesting to see what they decide. Who will win your prediction as well, Cecil. At this stage, it's very tough to pick because these two sides, last time they played, it was 30 to the GRIQUAS, 28 to the Western Province. Both sides having a yellow card so far. I'm going to say the Western Province are going to sneak it, because I think in the later stages of this match, they are going to have to turn it up so that they can get a spot in that semi-final. So it's going to be interesting to see whether or not they can do so. But at the moment, the Griquas may end up into the situation of maybe another man in the bin here. We have what's got there, has happened to me before, as well as Luke, and also we have got there Western may overtake Pumas in the Currie Cup standing if Western win big tonight. As well, they are just running right back here. Going back to the mark. I think the referee actually had to go right over to the big screen to be able to see it. So now he is going back to where the mark is. They are showing that man in the number 6 jersey. Fundermerva, it is just going to be a penalty, and they are lining it up on the tee, the Western Province. So this would give them the lead and also would wear down the clock so that they are back to 15 men. We have just go to repent your sins, as well as there's Chrisio, and also we have got the spammer most probably sits in front of a PC naked and fantasizes about us and plays Choke the Chicken as well, says David. Kick down the middle there from Tim Swill. And at this stage now, it is going to be 18 points to the Western Province and 17 to the Griquas. All of these Currie Cup games just end up being extremely close, I've noticed. Throughout these ones, we have got Hales locked down in Hamilton, Novman. I live in Glen Massey, away past Huntley towards back of Raglan, kind of. And we have us got there and do it. I mean, he's got all the different sayings. You got to go with that. Oh, I have just put up Sean on the screen. G'day, Sean. At this stage now, we have got Mitchell has said hello, and then he went aggressive. But at this stage, we have what's got there. I think I like to think I'm a nice guy. I just tend to say the F word heaps. Like it's such a casual word for me as well. I think that's just a builder's thing, to be fair, or kind of like tradie thing, because I think my dad's a little bit the same, in terms of the way that he talks. While he is doing the building and whatnot. But Cat is back at this stage, but now they are going to be driving forward here. The Greek was only a couple meters short of the line. And at this stage, if they can score right now, we'll give them a lot of confidence going into the second half, because both sides will be chasing that bonus point. And if either of them get 4 points, or 4 tries, I should say, they will both receive it. Going to be an advantage now. Once again, it is going to be Fundermerva looking like he's going to be set. Gideon Fundermerva getting close. They're trying to help him over the line. He's rolling. He's getting close. He's going to be held up, though. And because of it now, it is going to be going back for the penalty, only a couple meters short. Almost a second try there, Fundermerva. And we have also got there these Spanish probably sit on the couch in the living room. In the living room, doing what in front of his parents as well, says Luke. And also we have got there the number 3 for the Western Province is down, which is probably a little bit of a good thing for the Western Province here because of the fact that they are so close to the line. The Griquas, it does slow it down, and maybe they look to get the 3 points to be able to get themselves back in front. We have got Alaku has said hello as well. Welcome into the live stream, mate. Thank you very much for tuning in at this stage. Very close game. 39 minutes gone in this one. So at this stage now, it could be anyone's game at the end of this one. We have got Nobet here, but has only been out once to do the shopping, getting my first jab tomorrow as well. Says Novmum, and also we have got there the spammer that is in his own reality already got a schedule written down. What's the name he's going to use in the chat? Creates his own timetables, and also which time he's going to spam 8. Tell you what, he is committed. Like, that's the thing. I think it is actually the same guy on every live stream I've kind of seen, which, I mean, fair play to him. If he's got nothing better to do than to just do that all day. It does take commitment. Imagine being stuff to make 60 Google accounts. Yeah, that's 60 different emails that he has got, which is just, that's fair play. But we have got there in the chat. Imagine having that much time as well. Says Sean, but at this stage now, the Griquas getting close. It's going to be Gideon Fundermerva once again. Anytime he's had the ball in hand almost. Well, actually, it was not him. He is about to get it, though. If they do decide to go to the right-hand side, going around this side now, the Griquas very close to the line. Only 5 seconds left in this first half as well. Going to be Fundermerva on the arm as they're getting over the line. The Griquas are inches from it at the moment. And at this stage, they just need someone to find their way over. It looks like they might have got it. Have the Griquas got the try? They are saying that it was scored. And now at this stage, the referee has got a very small T that he has shown to say that maybe it's a try, but they are going to be going upstairs to see whether or not it is so. Listen from South Africa, thank you. Perfect pronunciation or perfect pronouncing of Griquas, my home team as well, says Kobus. And thank you very much for tuning in, mate. Do you think, well, actually, I will ask the question, who is going to be the next guy who scores the try? Also, don't worry about the guy in the chat. He is pretty much just a spammer who is trying to put you off. But at this stage, do let me know who is going to score the next try for the Griquas. And we have got there in the chat, dude, pressing random keys. I reckon he's hacking YouTube accounts as well. Says that Smithy thought, and also we have got in there, it's the same guy. It's 2 cents as well, says Johnny Blaze. And also we have got their try from Duratas. They are just short there. Inching forward. Has Sergio Peterson been able to stop this one from getting over the line? We need a better angle than that one. Hopefully they've got one from the right-hand side because they are just short. And it is whether or not Sergio Peterson was able to stop it. The camera angles haven't been helpful for the TMO, I will say that so far. What is the score as well? Says Hoyle. At this stage, it is Western Province 18, GRIQUAS 17, but there is a chance that maybe this will be a try for the GRIQUAS, which will give them a lead going into halftime. We are just looking around. It's a very tough one to see. Right underneath, Sergio Peterson. Has he done enough here to be able to stop the certain try from the GRIQUAS? Oh, it's too hard to tell. The TMO at this stage surely is going to be in that situation. Unfortunately, like it's a lot of hard work for the TMO. Isn't it an easy chance so far? Yeah, I must say, Hamish, your pronunciation of Afrikaan is impressive as well, says David. It's one of those ones I spent a lot of time researching kind of how to pronounce them, and I always would put them in the kind of Kiwi version, I guess you could say. So I kind of write them out as the Kiwi version and then just add kind of little bits to make sure that they sound just that little bit better. There's still a few names that I do struggle with a little bit, but at this stage now, they're going to have a look at this about 15 more times to see whether or not he was able to get over the line. It would have been Rowan Steenkamp who would have been able to score it. Did he get over there? That's too hard for the TMO. I'm very glad I'm not sitting there in that TMO's seat. And we have got these names are so generic. Nicholas Cook as well, says Smithy Toilet. And also we have got, he's good with the names. Seems to be from all corners of the earth as well, says Johnny Blaze. And also we have got OMG Bro, says Sean. And also we have got what is this name as well, says Luke. And also we have got next try Gideon Fundamerva as well, says Gerard. So he is going for 2 from Fundamerva in this one. And we have got there Alexis as well. Tell you what, they're committed. We got to give them that. We have got dudes like 4 hands, 8 spins all day, creating 2 YouTube accounts at the same time. Schedules at the time he's going to spam as well. Got GRIQUAS as well, says Jared Haas, and also we have got I accidentally voted Western Province as well, says Sean. And that's the thing on YouTube, you can't actually change what your votes are, sadly, which is a little bit of a shame because I'd like to see it kind of run as a like being able to update it. Okay, so they are saying that he propelled himself forward, but he used his legs. So that is going to be short, no try, going back for the advantage for the GRIQUAS. And we're currently sitting 40 minutes into the first half. So we are still going to have a penalty for the GRIQUAS here. And I would think from here they might consider taking on the kick just to try and get that lead back going into halftime. Unless, of course, they decide to possibly go for the corner, which looks like it might be what they're thinking about doing. And we have got, and that's why he never gets to accidentally or busy acting a fool on YouTube are not Marco, but those other blokes as well, says Johnny Blaze. I'm still curious to know what happens to Marco Vunipola after, because it said it's completely deleted, which seems pretty rough that they did just get rid of it without any warning. That was huge contact there, but the GRIQUAS taking the quick tap now, going into the hands of their number 8 Steenkamp. Going to be just short of the line, it looks like once again. It is going to be available for the big forwards to drive here. The number 7 close to the line here for the GRIQUAS once again. They're getting extremely close. If they can get a try between the posts here, that would be a guaranteed 7 round the side. Only a metre short, though. Who was asking for it at this stage? Round the side once again, and that's going to be the try to the GRIQUAS. And they are going to be taking the lead. Who was it? Who was able to score it? I believe it was possibly one of the locks. By the looks of it, he needs to turn around so I can see the number, but he was able to score it there for the GRIQUAS, and now they are going to take the lead going into the halftime. And at this stage now, it is going to be interesting to see whether or not they are going to. It's on the race. Smith, who was able to score it. So the GRIQUAS now they get the guaranteed 7 points, and they are going to be leading this match at halftime 24 points to the 18 of the Western Province. This is going to be a very good first half, or second half, I should say. At this stage, we have only had, last game, they had 58 points at full time. We have already had 42 in this one. I think it's going to be a high scoring one, looking like maybe 80 points or so going to be scored between these two sides. And we have also got there, Marco's gone, bro, I can't access it. I want my join Kiwi Lads call emojis back as well, says Johnny Blaze. I was actually working out, I think the way that I can help you out there is if I think the only way to gift a membership is to get an Amazon YouTube gift voucher, if I'm not wrong. But I was looking into it to see whether or not I could possibly help you out in that regard. And we have got, I think the bloke has finally gave up spamming. Nah, he'll be back. They always are back, those guys that we have got. Yeah, I normally shop at Pack and Save as well. And we have got there the line. It wasn't too bad. Didn't have to wait too long as well. And ZD, I can tell now that he is Australian because he has got a state of origin picture as one of his ones. But is it true that Johnny Blaze smells like tuna? I'm not sure. Don't know how much of it he eats. I'm not really a fan of tuna. Now that we're talking about it, we might as well keep on going. So tuna at this stage, do you guys enjoy canned tuna? Because I'm one of those ones that, like, if there's crackers with it, it's not terrible, but I wouldn't have it by itself like tuna. It's just one of my ones. Your prediction as well, says Sohail, or Sohail. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly, but I'm going to say I'm still sticking with the Western Province to win this game, but I think it's going to be extremely close, and it's going to be about 3 points different. So I'm going to say Western Province 40 and GRIQUAS 38 is going to be my prediction. Not sure how close that will be, but we'll have to wait and see. Hopefully I'm not a mile off, though, because normally I am. Unfortunately, I don't quite get those ones right. We have got there. Has Sean Johnson as his profile picture as well, says Luke, and also Salmon. Salmon is better as well, says Noffman, and also the score just before the break would boost GRIQUAS spirit. It would indeed, and Smithy's toilet's wife, Charlotte Kessler, as well. Ever since the 7, she has been mentioned quite a few times, hasn't she, so far? But yeah, at this stage, already quite a few tries scored in this match. So the GRIQUAS, they have been able to score 3 tries. If they get 1 more, they get a bonus point. If the Western Province can score 2 more tries, they will receive a bonus point. And we will show the table once again. We can see how close this competition is at the moment. So let's just say that the GRIQUAS win by more than 7. That would push them up to 33 points if they get that bonus point, which would then mean it will be very tough for the Western Province, as they will have to face the Sharks in the next round as well. So it's going to be a very close finish in this competition. That's why I'm keen to do all of the games next week, even the one that starts at 5 a.m, because of the fact it could come down to the wire and it come down to exactly who is going to be able to make it through to that final. We will quickly show who is going to be on the benches. It actually has 26 available for the GRIQUAS. I assume they have cut that down a little bit, but the Western Province, they've also got 25 here. I'm looking at those names that are available. Paul DeVette is actually starting this match, so I feel like this one's slightly wrong and maybe a little outdated in that regard, but we have got quite a few names on that bench for both sides that could make a big impact in this one as well. And we have got there, you need to have a midnight stack, mate, as well as George Polo. I actually made some chicken fried rice just before this live stream, but then after this, I'm probably going to have some potatoes and an apple. Weird combo, but we'll go with that, or something along those lines. We have got there in the chat, Salmon is better, and also we have got, are you voting Western Province as well, says Gerhas, and also we have got, we love close for high-scoring games as well, says he might show. And that is a good point. I will actually check the table to see exactly, or the poll, I should say, to see exactly who is going to be leading this one in terms of who you guys think is going to be winning this matchup. I'm excited, though. Right. I feel like it is going to be edging. I think the GRIQUAS have got quite a bit of support from you guys in the chat, but I will mention, if you haven't already, be sure to leave a like. Also, subscribe to the channel if you are new. We are going to be having a quick look now to see exactly who is going to be sitting at the top. I think once it loads, I think it's going to be GRIQUAS sitting on, it's actually 103 votes. GRIQUAS 35%, a draw is 22%, which is very high. But of course, the Currie Cup, we've seen so many draws, and 43% for the Western Province as well. And we have got their Smithy Toilet's going to sleep as well, says Smithy Toilet. So if that is the case, we will see you later on, mate. But I do appreciate you being here once again. GRIQUAS going to win as well, says Jared Haas. And also we have got GRIQUAS from Duke. Duck. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that somewhere correctly as well. And we have got going to crash Kazi. So we will see you later, mate. Thank you for tuning in for as many matches as you have, I should say, throughout the weekend. It is always much appreciated, mate. And we have got Bullet from Suva as well, says Smithy Toilet. And also we have got good night, Smithy T. Kazi. Have a good one, bruh, says Johnny Blaze. And Novmum, all the best with heading down to Wellington. Go the Chiefs as well, says Johnny Blaze. And that's the thing, Waikato. Johnny, you will be, I think you are, but I'm not too sure. Are you a Waikato supporter for the Bunnings NPC for the provincial competition? Because at the moment, they're actually sitting very comfortably in the competition at the moment, which is going to be interesting whether or not that will be the case, and they will be able to stay up there throughout the rest of the competition. What's your favorite food, says Sean? Favorite food, I feel like pizza is one of those ones you can never quite go past pizza normally, like as one of the favorites. But I mean, lately it's very plain, but I've been eating a lot of kind of, I guess you could just call it chicken and rice. It's not really my favorite, but it's something that I've been having a lot recently with the new plan I am trying to start. So it's a bit boring, but yeah, have it every single night at this stage. Where we have got still doing a great job calling. Still doing a great job. Okay, I'll have to start that one again at this stage. Still doing a great job since calling Mighty 10 Cup last year, mate, as well, says Doc. And yeah, that's the thing. We have had like over 100 live streams since starting this channel and only around 10 months, which is absolutely crazy to think how many we have been doing. Like that averages at about 2 or 3 a week, kind of non-stop, even when there isn't too much rugby on. We had a couple months where there was no rugby on as well at that stage, but I have absolutely loved doing it, and it is good to see you once again, mate, and hopefully you will be following. That's the thing. I don't think many people know it's called the Bunnings NPC this year, rather than the Mighty 10 Cup as well, which does make it a little bit more awkward, but yeah, it is called the Bunnings NPC for the Bunnings National Provincial Championship as well. And we have got, you can call me Jake if you struggle with my name as well. I think I might have to take you up on that offer, Jake, as well. And the GRIQUAS going to win was the comment a little bit earlier on. And also, Hamish, you need to put some weight on. KFC is definitely off the menu as well, says David. But yeah, I am trying to hopefully increase my weight just a little bit more, because of the fact that I think I mentioned it yesterday on the post-match review. My schedule for the past kind of 6 months or so was get up, edit, do all of the editing and everything that I needed to do a live stream, and then it was just have a plate of chips or something. So I was probably only having like 2 small meals a day at one stage, just because I was so invested in just continuing to keep on bringing out videos. So now I'm trying to do a little bit of a split. So I've been having some chicken and rice, having a few bits of fruit as well, trying to get out in the sun at some stage, even though it's 4 degrees and 12:30 in the night. But at some stage, I'll get out there as well. Yeah, I've got the Griquas 42, Western Province 38. So very close to what I predicted, although you have got around the other way in that regard. And also, we have got as 10 p.m. and I feel like doing weights as well, says Luke. You go for it, mate. If you feel, that's the thing, that is a very good tip. If you feel like doing it, like if you don't do it, you'll end up in about 5 or 10 minutes probably going, nah, don't feel like it anymore. So while you've got that little bit of the spirit going, go for it, mate. As long as, of course, it doesn't mean that everyone in your house is going to get woken up if they are asleep because of all the banging and whatnot. And we have got, I used to support the Waikato, mate. Normally now NPC is on when All Blacks games are on, and I'm AB's first and foremost. All other team sports, family, friends, work comes second as well, says Johnny Blaze. That's the thing. I actually wore their kit, the kit that you sent me for the first match that they played. And it was a game that they weren't really supposed to win, I don't think, but they were actually able to get that win, which was pretty awesome to see. So maybe the kit is a little bit of a lucky charm at this stage, because they are actually sitting 2 wins from 2 at the moment, I believe, for the Bunnings NPC. All of the games are getting delayed, but I believe we are going to get around maybe next weekend, if I'm not wrong. Not this one coming up, but then the next one after that, hopefully. And it could be Otago versus Canterbury if that game does still take place. And I've had a feeling for 30 minutes now, as well, says Luke. So yeah, maybe it could be just around the corner of ending up going away. So if you want to go for it, mate, be sure to do it. I haven't done weights in a while. We've got a treadmill in the corner, but I haven't used it in a very long time because we've got containers under it. So I probably need to get that kind of available for usage once again. But at this stage, we are just sitting at halftime. We have probably got another 5 or so minutes. No, surely not 5, maybe around 3 minutes or so before we get to the next half of rugby between these two sides. It is a Sunday morning game here, Monday. Is it Monday? It might be Monday. Is it Monday? It's Monday at the moment here in New Zealand. We're already at Monday. The weekend's gone at this point, and we haven't got that, bro. I still haven't sent you the AB jersey yet, bro. Still haven't done it. And so it says Jones Bates, no worries, mate. And at this stage, I think with the restrictions and everything, it would end up with it taking a wee while. But once it does arrive, I will be sure to wear it, because your kit seemed to be very lucky. I mean, I put on the Chiefs kit, and the Chiefs actually made it to that Super Rugby Trans-Tasman final, which was like, they won almost every game that I wore that kit, other than I think it was one, which was the last game up against the Blues. Other than that, yeah, it's a lucky kit, that is for sure. I'm eating the most red apple I've ever seen as well, says Sean. Shall we get some apple emojis in the chat from you guys? Green apples are the best as well, says Achilles. Do they have both green and yellow, or not yellow, green and also the red apples in the chat available? I'm going to have a look. Custom emojis, oh no, those are our ones. Where is the food? I'm looking for food. I want to see whether or not they have got any apples in the chat that I can use while we are waiting at halftime. Oh, I'm actually frozen at the moment. Am I frozen? Am I frozen? Am I frozen? I'm not sure. If I'm not frozen, this probably looks very weird, but am I frozen at the moment? Am I like going at about 3 frames per second? Do let me know. I don't know whether or not I'm going at about 3 frames or whether it is just my screen, but if it is my screen, this will all look very weird. Sean has said no as well. Is it just my screen? If it is my screen, that would be unfortunate. I'm just having a look here to make sure we're all running smoothly. I think we are. We are running smoothly, but for me, it wasn't for some reason, which is weird. So hopefully it is all right now, and we are going to be going not too bad for the frame rate. But we have got some apples in the chat as well. We're about to be starting the second half. That was very strange for me. For some reason, it was my side. That was actually like, I was going at about 3 frames per second. I was making a stop motion movie of me just moving around. No, not frozen. This is not fun. And you're not frozen, it's just Sean. That would have looked very weird. Me just kind of sitting here going like this. while I was waiting. We have got Johnny Blaze with a few apples, and then, of course, there is one sneaky one in the middle there. I hope they actually do have green apples as well from Sean, and a few pineapples from Novma. I enjoy pineapples. I feel like that's one of those ones that when you get a ripe pineapple, like it's a very happy time indeed. Also, when you get in that situation of I'm saying also a lot tonight, but mango, Australian mango is very nice indeed. And we have got Lowell from, it is from, I've forgotten the name that you said to say, was it Jake? If I'm not wrong. Hopefully it was Jake. I think it was Jake. Call me Jake, I think it was. One moment, I am just going back to make sure that I have got it there. It was, I think it was Jake, but I can't find it at the moment. Hopefully it was Jake. And we have also got there Apple Pie's Gum as well. And also we have got your hallucinating bro from Jiratas. And also David has put there in the chat a little bit earlier. Hamish, you need to, oh no, that was the wrong one. I tell you what, I'm all over the place at the moment. I do apologize in advance. When is the Three Nation World Cup? As I says Jiratas, that is a good question. That's another loose ball off kickoff for the Western Province, but they have been able to claim it there with Peterson. Going back across field, they've dropped that ball as well, and it's still bouncing around, and it's not going to sit down, and now all of a sudden that's going to be taken back, and that's going to be a 5-metre scrum to the GRIQUAS. What just happened there? That was not ideal for them, that is for sure. And we have also got in the chat, as though rugby still played in level 3 lockdown. I believe it would have to go down to level 2, but it would be without a crowd. So it's hopefully they don't end up in that situation of not being able to have crowds at those games, but I think that could be more than likely the case. And we have also got their first Ashburn and floods happen now. Stupid lockdown. Sorry, Irish. It's no worries, mate. And at this stage, I mean, like your generosity towards like the Chiefs kit and also the Waikato kit as well. Those are actually the only two kits that I own other than the All Blacks t-shirt one that I have got. So it's one of those ones like you've already sent a couple as well, and it is hugely appreciated. I absolutely love that Chiefs kit as well, even though I am from Canterbury, and I have worn it out once in public, but I had a jersey on over the top because I was too scared to have it without it. But now they are only going to be a few meters out now, driving forward here. The GRIQUAS once again, it is going to be them only just being able to use their forwards as they like. Possibly, I believe the next try that someone called was going to be the man in the number 6 jersey, which would be fun to move. They've given away another penalty here. The Western Province close to the line. And at this stage, the GRIQUAS are playing like a team who want to make it to that final, and they may be able to do so if he can get over the line here. It's close to the post, extremely close to the line. That's round the side, and that's the try for the GRIQUAS, who was able to get it with C, and he's got the headgear on. And it was going to be, was it Stenkamp who was able to score that one? But that is going to be another try for the GRIQUAS here. They are on fire in this matchup. It was their number 8, which in this one would be Stenkamp, who was able to score it. McCat is back. Come on then. No, he's not king at this stage, but they were just very close to the post, and then they were able to score it. That's going to be another 7 points, and that is going to be a bonus point for the GRIQUAS as well. So all they need to do is win this game, and they will be well and truly in the hunt for being able to get in the semi-final. We'll go like this. There we go. And we have got there. Just tune the stream on. How's the game looking? Would you say GRIQUAS have a good chance to win from here, or is the comeback on? Rowan Stenkamp was the man who scored that try. I think the GRIQUAS may be able to win this game. They are just looking like the more dangerous team. And anytime they get a couple meters from the line, that all came from, once again, a mistake off kickoff for the Western Province. That is twice now in this match that them missing the kickoff take has led to a try for the other team. So 2 big mistakes, and it's led to 14 points against them. So I think the GRIQUAS might have a chance again in this one. You look like Luke Jacobson as well, says George Polo. I think I'll take that. I don't think that's a terrible thing, hopefully. And we have got, no, you're not frozen, but you're doing the robot dance, says David a little bit earlier on. And pineapple on pizza, your thoughts as well, says Chris. I haven't actually ever had pineapple on pizza, is one thing that I have said. So I don't think I am the best one to judge it, but I like pineapple off pizza, and I like pizza. So I'm not sure whether or not they're mixed, but I used to actually, those pizza buns that you used to be able to get from like the grocery shop that had kind of the ham, the cheese, and pineapple on them. I actually used to take the pineapple off. So make of that what you will in that situation. Now it's going to be the clearance here from the GRIQUAS number 9. High ball, Gallant trying to take it, but it's taken beautifully there from the man in the number 14 jersey. He's already been to the bin in this match so far. Veritiam, backline movement here, opening up for the GRIQUAS, just shunting off the man. Oh, but it's been ripped away. Oh, but they're going back now. Player off the feet is the call there. And we have got, I like pineapple and a chocolate coating as well. That sounds very nice as well. And we have got, is there, is I vote All Blacks as well, says Juradas. And also we have got Too Scared the Cantas. Might look at you like, WGF, are you wearing Take That Trash Off as well? I mean, at that stage as well, like the Chiefs were in the final up against the Crusaders. So that would have been kind of a touchy subject if I was to do it on the week or the game leading up to that one as well. So it would have been a very interesting deal. I'm a Shark supporter, but come on, Griquas, try as well, says Good. And at this stage, it's looking like they may be able to go try, because they've already got that bonus point and they've scored 2 tries in only the last maybe 5 to 10 minutes as well. We have got I Love Hawaiian Pizza, says Johnny Blaze, and also we have got there your prediction still Western Province, says Sohela. If they do win it, the Western Province, they're going to have to work hard. That is for sure. I said that they were going to have the better of the later stages of this match, but now once again, it's going to be Paul Davet back out on the field, gives it to Swill. Gallant short ball now. Danzo Rohan now almost dropping that ball on the ground, number 12. Little knock on from Rohan now, and now it will be the scrum feed for the Griquas. The Griquas are just playing like the team who want it more, and there are too many mistakes happening for the Western Province at the moment. We have got, I like how he says Griquas instead of Griquas. As well says Achilles. I probably say it a little bit wrong, so I do apologize in advance for that. And we have got I Don't Mind Pineapple on Pizza as well, says Luke. And also we have got there because they are waiting for their dad go to bed as well, says Novmum. And also we have got What's a Lol for should be feeling sorry for the your teen's father as well. My teen is going to make their dad a birthday cake as well, says Novmum. Or tell you what, I never used to do any of the birthday cake making. It was always my sister who ended up doing so, because I mean we tried to make a cheesecake once and the mixer went everywhere, but it wasn't actually my fault in that one, so I'm happy about that. But I still remember the fact that it was everywhere, that cheesecake, unfortunately. We have got there, nice enough, Mum. There's a nice gesture. I appreciate getting things from that, from the kids, or like that from the kids, as well, says Johnny Plays. Now it's going to be inside of the 22, off the back now. Stenkamp going short side, Ruan Stenkamp looking for the offload to Viridian, not quite able to find it there. Currently 35 out from their own line. And once again, the Griquas going to be going for it. It's just bounced off the face of the players, and they are not too happy. They were almost going to have a punch up there between the two forwards for the Griquas. The way that they were looking at each other goes back Tim Swill, and it was a mistake that could lead to the opportunity. Rohan now coming back on the inside, trying to break the tackles. Great tackle on him, though, driving him backwards 40 metres out here for the Western Province. Goes to Paul Davet. Short ball, that's now going to be another knock on, but we're going back for the first original one. So it means that it will be the Western Province who have got the scrum feed. We have got Cheesecake as the bomb. Love it. As well, says Johnny Blaze. And also Hamish Griquas is not a G from game. It's a soft G as well. What's a soft G? How do I soften my G? Is my big question there, because I feel like so it's I seem like I'm malfunctioning at the moment, but we have got pizza with pineapple on it, called Americana, as well, says Jordan Huss. And also we have got the cheesecake slaps hard. It does indeed. Favorite flavor of cheesecake in the chat? Go, ladies and gentlemen. I would say for myself, cookies and cream is a very decent shout. At this stage, the Western Province, if they don't win this game, they want to make sure they at least get that bonus point for scoring 4 tries, and also possibly in that situation of being within 7. And we have also got there what says Sean as well. And also Hope Plants vs. Zombies Battle for Naperville is going down on Monday night as well. And Odia says Achilles. I feel like, how do I soften my G? I'm trying to think in my head how to soften it. I'm trying to shrink my G, but I can't quite find out. Griquas. I'm slightly saying the R more than the G, but Griquas. Maybe. Go Griquas as well, says Brian Bonetto. And welcome into the live stream as well, mate. If you haven't already, be sure to vote in that poll. Who you guys think is going to win this match? Western Province at the moment have had 44% of the votes. Griquas only sitting at 37. So it's going to be interesting to see whether or not Western Province will be able to make the big comeback that they do need. But if you haven't already, also be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And at this stage, the subs are starting to roll out now. It's going to be the forward pack of the Western Province making the first changes. Their number 1, which in this one was a Blossi, and also Sunday making way for it will be Blaula, and also Johan Nittling Fouché as well. Those names wouldn't have been too great. Can you read Nat? How do you pronounce Nat? Nut. I would say Nat. Not. Is that Nyot? Maybe not. Greek was as well, says Johnny Blaze, and Griquas says Brian as well. And we have also got there Griquas GRIQUAS. I'm getting a lot of tongue roll, and we have got the pizza emojis from Sean at the moment, and also we have does not slap hard. Then Vegemite at night. Lol, you're putting out finger now. As well as Johnny Blaze, and also we have got you read not as nyet. So is it Greek? Greek. It's hard to explain, says Achilles. I feel like unless I hear it, it's just going to sound rough the whole time. But that's going to be a bleeding nose here at the moment for one of the GRIQUAS players. So now he is going to have to go off the field, and it is a penalty here for the GRIQUAS. We have got there, no David as well, says Achilles, and also like at Johnny Blaze says, as I says David, and also we have got Roblox Piggy as well, says Brandon. At this stage, I did see chocolate cheesecake mentioned in the chat a little bit earlier on. Brandon, go home at school as well, says Brandon. Is that Brandon or is it a sister maybe? Not too sure. And we have got let me phone you. And yeah, because he says Achilles, do you have Instagram? Because I am keen to have someone yell in my ear how to pronounce it. So the Instagram pronunciation, or not the Instagram pronunciation. I know how to pronounce Instagram, luckily, but it is the Kiwi Lads Instagram. If you're not already following that, be sure to check that out. GRIQUAS as well, says Johnny Blaze, and with Zoom as well, says Brandon. They're at the stage now. They're going to be going to the back for the GRIQUAS inside of the 22. They've got the advantage as well now. So they will be able to build it up once again for those big forwards to be able to do something big here. One of the players is actually off the ground for the GRIQUAS, but now breaking off the back here, the number 16, getting extremely close here. Still with the advantage as well. He was very close to offside there, May Hazen, I believe it was, who tried to stop them from making it over the line here. Once again, around the side with the big forwards here for the GRIQUAS. I said that they were going to be able to score 38 points in total for this match, and they're about to do that already. Had one hand on the ball there for the Western Province. This is almost guaranteed try time here. If this man decides to go around this side instead, leaves it for, it was almost going to be Fundamuvo, who has already scored one try in this match. Also, Stinkamp will be lurking. They're getting close to the line. Another advantage for offside now for the GRIQUAS. They're getting close here. Bouncing off the back. Still available for them. No, it is going to be a little knock on. So they're going back now for the penalty. Looks like he wants to take the quick tap as well. GRIQUAS is cool as well, says Brian. And we have got, yes, it does. Cheesecake, cookies, and cream slaps harder than late night Vegemite sandwiches as well. And we have also got there. When you put a G in front of happy, you read happy. Now you read it as well. So you read yappy. So is it GRIQUAS? GRIQUAS. If you got Instagram, Achilles, do let me know. But they are going to be taking the quick tap here, the GRIQUAS. I feel like, in a way, it sounds terrible, but I'm hoping they may not make it to the semi-final, because or else I will just butcher their name about 50 times throughout that one. But now they're going around the side once again here. Only a couple meters short. Going wide with the quick hands. It was a short ball to Veridian, but the question is, was it a forward pass? They have awarded it, but I think they are going to be checking it. But if not, it is going to be James Veridian, who was able to score it wide for the GRIQUAS, and he was able to score it. Very nicely done, and they don't even need that try at this stage for the bonus point. They already have it, but now they are going to be extending their lead to double the points of the Western Province, unless, of course, I think that's flat. It's flat. It's flat. The angle makes it look possibly a little bit worse. We're going to have to see it in the replay, I think, one more time to see whether or not it was a forward pass. I don't know whether I'm given that or not. I think it might be close to a forward pass, maybe, for the GRIQUAS. Unfortunately, we're waiting to see. I think that, are they awarding it? Yes, they are. So it is going to be the try. And that means now, okay, no, they're going upstairs again. We're going to have another way stop it. We haven't got there. And the chat, GRIQUAS 42 and Western Province 38. That was a very good shout. And it could definitely be a possibility here. And we have got about all the South Africans on here. I love their heads. Says David W. Yeah, I am struggling big time with. I feel like it was weird because earlier on we were mentioning that I was pronouncing some of the other names quite well, except for now the team name, unfortunately. And we have also got there 41 Western Province 28 as well. Says good. And also we have got, maybe the spammer has gone, says Sean, I am as well. It does end up with me kind of having to go back and forth. And that one say GRIQUAS. It's definitely not the GRIQUAS, that is for sure. That one, they're having to check it many times. And if you check it that many times, normally you end up in that situation of, are they going to call it a disallowed try? Was able to put the ball down for Veridian, but is it going to be the try that they need? They're checking it. I'm glad I'm not the TMO. Tell you what, the TMO has had a tough day so far throughout this one. And we have got there. I don't have Instagram in, unfortunately, as well, says Achilles. They're checking this one 15 times. I think this is about the third one that we have seen about 15 times in a row for these guys to try and make the decision, which is not an easy task indeed. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Okay, it is a try. I thought for a second that they were going to say that it was no try, but they have said that it did go backwards. So because of that, it does mean that now the score for the Griquas is going to be 36 points to the 18 of the Western Province. Your prediction still Western Province is it's getting harder and harder in the second half for me to say. I think no, I don't think the Western Province can get it from here because they, at this stage, are going to be 20 points behind if this kick goes over, which is just an absolute mountain climb. Cheeseburger as well in the chat from Sean. And also we have got Win a Cat and a Monster or something. Griquas. That's a great kick as well from the touchline. And because of it, does mean, wait, did that miss? That must have missed. It looked like a good strike from my angle, but he did end up missing it, unfortunately. So that does mean that the score is going to remain at 36 points for the Griquas. And at this stage, the Western Province are going to be sitting on still the 18. And it is going to be very tough for them to be able to make the comeback from here. But we have seen in this competition, anything can happen. Going to be taken nicely by the number 9 there. Going towards the touchline. He has been able to take it, taking the quick throw as well. There was Gallant. Passing it back now on the inside under the halfway line. The number 20, the replacement flanker, is going up to the 40-meter line now for the Western Province. They need to be the next team to score if they want any chance of being able to win this match. Passing it back there, almost an advantage. No, almost an interception, I should say, with that wide cutout pass that he did do there. Paul DeVette already having a yellow card in this one as well. I'm struggling with some of these names, I'll be honest. We haven't got how much time left at this stage. We have still got 27 minutes left in this one. It was Johan Nedeling Fouché having the carry there. Paul DeVette now offloading it to the hands of Mayhazen. Short side once again. DeVette gives it to Gallant. Kicks it in behind, looking for the touch line, and it does find it inside of the 22. Almost thinking about taking it quickly, but decides against it. Decides to drink the ball there. Their replacement number 9. We have got dang it on, mate. I'm late. Hey, howdy, as well, says Katie. Welcome into the live stream. Thank you very much. Number 27's making his way out onto the field. That's going to make my brain well and truly confused. Number 27. Do we have him on the list? I think we might. Actually, if I'm not wrong. Number 27, I believe, that's actually the Western Province. I only have 25 players for the Western Province. They are really trying to mess with me at this stage in terms of all of the players that they have got out there in Scrum Lass. How's it going as well, says Johnny Blaze. But yeah, hopefully you are doing well, Scrum Lass. It must be early morning there. So I assume it is coffee time for you at this stage on a Sunday morning there in America. Sunday morning? Monday morning? No, it must be Sunday morning. But now it is going to be a lot of pressure on this lineup, like they are mentioning, going to be taken nicely, though. And they are going to have this ball once again there, the Griquas. So some of these names I may have to go off number. So I do apologize in advance for that. But they are confusing me big time at who they are putting out on the field. That is going to be a penalty there for the Griquas as well. So because of it now, they will be able to have Ungira is the man who was going for the box kick. But then I believe it was a player offside. We have got no Coke as well. Coke is more healthy than water as well. And Lucas said yes as well in that regard. Oh no, it's a penalty to the Western Province. Tim Swill now going to be kicking this one for the touchline. 5 meters out here for the Western Province. They need to make sure that they score next. And if they are going to score it, I think it would be, I'm not sure whether or not they've brought on Kutsa yet. So it will be more than likely the man who did start in the number 2 jersey, which is Andre Hugo Fenta, will have a good opportunity to try and add some points here for the Western Province. But first needs this line out throw straight. That is one part of the equation. He has been able to get it there. So now it's going to be the rolling maul. It's going to be in the hands of the number 2 here for the Western Province, driving forward nicely, trying to possibly get that first try. They're very close to the touchline, but they've got the advantage as well. There was a huge push from the Griquas, but breaking off the back here. They are going to be a meter short. They're going back for the penalty here for the Western Province. We have got there at Sunday afternoon. I have to go to school tomorrow. As well as Sean, whereabouts are you located, Sean? Do let me know. Sunday afternoon. Must be in South Africa, I believe. But what region are you in? And do you guys have to have, because I know in New Zealand, I think we're up to the stage of doing kind of online classes, if I'm not wrong. And we have got there, just woke up and I don't know where I am buffering as well, says Katie Dixon. Luckily, earlier on in the live stream, it was freezing for myself on my end, but actually no one else it was freezing for. So I was kind of doing the robot, seeing whether or not it was freezing and I must have looked like a right goose. But at the stage now, still 5 meters out here for the Western Province. They went a little bit early, trying to cut it off. So because of it now, it does mean once again the advantage is on the side of the Western Province, breaking off the back here. Passing it back now. There's a Tim Swell flat ball, too flat to Galant. Going to be bouncing up. Sergio Peterson taking it beautifully, though. Still going to be a couple meters out here for the Western Province. Going short side, Paul DeVette once again. Passing it to Naba Kaba in the number 6 jersey. He hasn't really had the ball too much in this match so far, Kaba. But now it is going to be great defense from the GRIQUAS, driving them backwards. Still got the advantage once again, a new advantage. So at this stage, the GRIQUAS may end up going down to only being with 14 men out on the field once again in this matchup. Going back now, Paul DeVette once again fires that short. So hands over there, number 2. Going short side once again, and they are trying to link up. It's a great one. Oh, he's knocked it on, though, so it is going back for the penalty once again to the Western Province. And we have got there, good evening, morning, buddy. As well, says David, and also we have got there, thanks, Lee, says Luke, loving the content. Thank you very much for tuning in, mate. It is hugely appreciated seeing you guys week in, week out at the moment, tuning in for these Currie Cup live streams, and also for our other live stream that we did of the weekend, which was Argentina taking on the Springboks. Do let me know, if you guys haven't already, what you thought of that match overall. Are you happy with the performance? My cat is trying to attack me at this stage. Not sure whether or not he is going to come up like he was a little bit earlier on. It's just, can you guys see that? Wait up, you can see my arm just here. No, he's gone down. He was trying to claw me just before, and we have got no South Africa go to school as well, says Gerard Haas, and also we have got the I have online classes tomorrow, says Luke, and also Brandon is back. Welcome back to the channel, mate, and we have got good evening here. Oh, good evening here. Sorry, from Steve Smith. Welcome into the live stream, mate. It's good to see you once again at the stage. GRIQUAS having a very good lead in this match, 36 points to 18. They've got the bonus point at this stage, so if they can continue the momentum that they have found, they will actually move from sitting in this one 5th. They will actually go right up to even a little bit higher. They will be sitting in between the Sharks and the Pumas on 33 points, but they need to get this win over the Western Province, who would also like to at least get the bonus point here. It's called not straight for the line out 5 meters out, and because of it, it does now mean that the GRIQUAS will be only a few meters out from their line, and they are looking very good indeed in that regard. I've eaten half a pack of toffee pops as well. I absolutely love toffee pops. Also, squiggles are another very nice biscuit here in New Zealand, but yeah, just not straight from the Western Province. Unfortunately, winning back-to-back penalties only a few meters out from the line of the GRIQUAS, but just not quite able to get the job done there in that situation. And they're going to have to make sure they need another 3 tries pretty much to be able to win this match as well. So that is going to be very tough to do with only 22 minutes left in this one. We have also got good morning, Karen people as well, says Duradas, and also we have got there. That's the plan as well, says Katie Jackson, and the Billy emoji. I absolutely love the Billy emoji. That is for sure. And Emma Jean is now seeing as well. And we have got, she never did that. Or never did I'm my life as well, says Brandon. And also we have got, hey mate, from Katie. And is there some cookies in the chat from Sean? If I'm not wrong, a couple biscuit emojis there. Well, we're going to put them up on the screen. We love ourselves a couple cookies, that is for sure. Favorite biscuit in the chat. We're talking about food quite a lot on these Currie Cup live streams. It's almost become a bit of a trend. But yeah, favorite biscuit, do let me know. I know Mellow Puffs are also up there for some people as a very decent one. Chockades actually came back recently here in New Zealand within the last couple of years because they had disappeared for a long time. But at this stage now, it's going to be the scrum wheeling. So it means that they weren't quite able to win that one, the Western Province. And now the Pumas, not the Pumas, the GRIQUAS are once again going to be in the situation of having the scrum. We have got in there Toffee Pops as well, says David. And also we have got Hello Katie. And also So Yum. I'm in the last stack as well. I can't help myself as well, says Johnny Blaze. I think the most toffee pops I've eaten in one sitting is about 9, which is pretty impressive. Of course, you don't feel that great afterwards when you've eaten 9 of them, but it seems like a good idea at the time. But yeah, do let me know your finishing score predictions of this match. We've got 20 minutes left. The GRIQUAS currently leading this one by 18 points. Can they get the win that not just gets them that bonus point, but also will put them into 3rd place at the end of this round? And we've only got one more round to go as well. But now the scrum has gone in. Now it's going to be in the hands of the GRIQUAS, only a couple meters out from their line. Going to be sending their number 12 forward, trying to make as many meters as they can here. And this one, it is actually Frankie, I believe is the pronunciation there. Close to the touchline, Edwell van der Merwe. I almost forgot he was out there, Edwell van der Merwe. We've hardly seen him at all throughout this match so far. We have got Ginger Nuts, the biscuits, love them as well. Says, I like how you had to put in brackets the biscuits. And we have got that GRIQUAS going to win, says Sean. And do you know rugby is on tomorrow? Or if rugby is on tomorrow, says Brandon. I don't think we have got any games on tomorrow, unfortunately, which is a bit of a shame because I would have absolutely loved to be able to watch few more games of the likes of the Currie Cup. Also, the Bunnings NPC, I think at this stage is going to be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, hopefully either next week or the week after. So there's going to be plenty of games on because at international level, we haven't got too many coming up. And the next week is going to be the man on the number 27 jersey, whose name I'm still not sure of because he wasn't actually on my original team sheet. But now Paul DeVette passes it back across Belt. Nice little offload from Foucher. A little bit of a hospital pass out to Gallant, but he is going to be shut down pretty early by the opposition number 10. 40 metres out at the moment here. The Western Province, 19 minutes left. They need to make sure that they can get over the line just one more time. Perhaps needling Foucher with a good offload there into the hands of Kaba. Getting driven backwards by the GRIQUAS, and that is one thing that they've done extremely well, is that defensive line throughout this one, other than the couple of mistakes as well from the Western Province. If they hadn't made those off kickoff, be a lot closer. It's going to be a penalty now for the double movement. He was crawling on the ground. A little bit of push and shove as well happening between the sides. Tensions are running high because everything is on the line at the moment. Yeah, what's got there in the chat? Yeah, the brackets as well, says Johnny Blaze. And also we have got there the brackets, says that Sean. And we have got weird seeing ball boys are the same size as the players. Normally they are young kids as well, says No Mum. And one of the ball boys earlier in this match actually caught the ball when one of the players was trying to get it. He actually got knocked over, but because of it, they weren't actually able to take that quick throw as well, which was an interesting situation. But now kick downfield here. It is going to be George Whitehead. Oh, it's extremely well done, though. That was athleticism and a half from Gallant, and because of it, he has just saved his side from ending up with a 5-metre line out. He's just got to right back down the middle of the field currently. Going to be steaming forward here, Stenkamp. He's got plenty of pace, but he has been knocked over backwards about 30 metres out. And now both of these sides, they're really speeding up now. It's going to be the number 15 breaking the line. Nice little offload backwards from Franke. And he is still driving forward for his side, but straight on the ball. They're not moving the Western Province player. Another cover's just gone straight in there and stolen that ball back clean without any hesitation. He was able to get it there. Just heard a bang. Was that the cat? Not too sure where he's gone. That's where I heard a bang. But now it is going to be going back. Tim Swill passing it across Gallant with a good step there. Trying to drive forward 25 metres out at the moment. We have got there. What are you going to do now that there is no rugby on as well, says George, and it must be bored as hell. I mean, I'll try and find kind of things to be able to fill in during the midweek because we have got the Kiwi Lads gaming channel as well that we have been doing a little bit of stuff on. But we have still got plenty of action that will be happening in the rugby world, not just kind of this next week will be a little bit quieter. We've still got the 3 games of the Currie Cup, but other than that, I mean, we've still got plenty of ideas to be able to fill in the week, such as maybe Kiwi Lads just having a chat on a live stream. Katie likes the new emoji. She does indeed. She's got the Billy one there. And I feel like this is the first live stream we've actually seen Billy in a wee while as well. During the first stages of it, he was just snuggling up all over the place, just sitting on my lap, getting a pat while he was just chilling pretty much. At this stage now, it's been a lot of penalties back to back for these guys. So the GRIQUAS at this stage are going to have to be careful not to give away any crucial penalties in this one. We have got fair play for doing these live streams at such late times for everyone. Daylight must be blinding by now. Yeah, it's interesting. Like today, I don't know whether I should say this or not. I actually ended up getting out of bed at around 7 p.m. New Zealand time because of the fact I got to sleep at around probably 9:30 a.m. New Zealand time after doing those live streams late night because we finished our last review live stream at around 6:30, and then after that I had something to eat. And then, yeah, ended up going to bed. So it is crazy hours in the middle of the night, but I got up for this one. Wanted to see how this game kind of ended because of the fact that now we're into the fun stage of the Currie Cup. The playoff games are only just around the corner. So it's going to be pretty awesome to see how it goes. But yeah, I wouldn't change anything though. I absolutely love getting up in the middle of the night for these games and just getting to chat to you guys in the chat. At the same time, we have got if GRIQUAS win, I will cook some sausages, says Luke. I feel like if the GRIQUAS win, I will end up having an apple. Is about, yeah, apple. Or I tell you what, if the Western Province get the comeback win, I'll cook some potatoes. But if it sounds like such a bad kind of, it sounds like such a boring one. But if Western Province win, I'll cook some potatoes. If they don't, I'll eat a banana and an apple for if the GRIQUAS win. And we have got there, Billy has gone dark recently as well, says Katie Dixon. And also we have got there another chat. Are you going to do Premiership Rugby when it comes back? I am 100% keen on doing a few of those games. Also, the United Rugby Championship is another one that I want to follow. It's always going to be middle of the night, but 100% worth it to be able to get up and commentate these games. Learning all these new players is one of the funnest parts. Funnest? Is funnest a word? It's not really the most fun parts of doing these live streams alongside talking to you guys in the chat as well. But 5 meters out now once again. It's going to be a good drive, and that's going to be the try there for the Western Province. The boy might be getting some potatoes, ladies and gentlemen, and it is going to be nettling for share. Anyone who's just tuning in now, We have no idea why I just said that. But that is the try between the sticks for the Western Province. That's going to be a guaranteed 7-pointers. Oh, look at who it is. He's sitting. Oh, okay, that was the bang. He's sitting on a box at the moment. G'day. How are you? Yeah, g'day. At this stage now, he just fell off the box. Poor little fella. But at this stage, I think he's coming over to have a seat. Is he coming up? No, he's not. But that was a beautiful try between the sticks for Johan Fauché as well. And we have got the rugby at any time is a good time, says Steve Smith. 100% right, mate. And yeah, these ones have been a lot of fun. The Currie Cup is one of those competitions. Unfortunately, in New Zealand, there were a couple weeks when the Olympics were going. They weren't even showing any of the games. So I missed out on a few of those good middle rounds. But we are back now. We've got the match next week as well, or the 3 matches next week, which I will put up on the screen right now so you guys know exactly who is going to be playing off. And it gets more interesting because if the Griquas win this game, they are almost guaranteed to be in that semi-final, unless, of course, the Western Province get that big win over the Sharks. But the Blue Bulls are playing the Cheetahs. If the Cheetahs can somehow get a bonus point win there and the Western Province lose this game, they still have that little bit of a chance of making it through. It's very close between these sides, that is for sure. But at this stage, this was the table leading into this match as well. But 15 minutes left in this game, and the Western Province at this stage are 11 points behind. So it will be interesting to see how it goes. We have got 555 in the chat. As I said, if Western Province lose here, are they out of the semi-final? Not quite. They are in that situation of they will be able to get a win over the Sharks, or if they get a win over the Sharks, they can still make it, but it is going to be pretty tough for them to be able to do so. Up against the Sharks side, they have been playing very well. We see 4 draws there, and they were 4 cancelled games. Going to be the quick tap taken by Paul DeVette now, and they are starting to storm forward here, the Western Province. I actually said that I thought that they were going to be able to finish this match well, and that looks like exactly what they're going to start doing, because it's going to be now their number 20 linking up here. Paul DeVette with a draw and pass, just trying to link up with another one of his players. Not quite able to, though, and they are going to be inside of the 22 here for the Western Province. We will quickly put this one back down. It's a penalty, though, the Griquas. And we will go like this now. Here we go. Gideon Fundermerva was able to get that penalty for a side, one not win as well, says Luke. And also we have got there, still can't believe Harlequins won the premiership. Yeah, they were phenomenal in those last few rounds. I remember watching the game between the Harlequins and the Wasps, that Marcus Smith scored a try at the very last minute to make it about 44-42. And that was one of the first Gallagher premiership games I stayed up to. I think it was about 3 o'clock and started watching it. And it was just absolutely incredible. That game just went back and forth. And it was an absolutely incredible one. How long's left, says Steve Smith? At this stage, we have got 15 minutes left in this game. So still plenty of time for the Western Province if they can find their way over the try line one more time. And if not, they just need to be able to get within that 7-pointer. So another try would well and truly do that for them. But yes, 13 minutes now left, and the Griquas are going to have to line out. We have also got then there a few emojis from Sean for the bananas and the apples as well. And we have also got the midweek chat would be awesome. Let's do it, Hamish, as well, says Johnny Blaze. And also we have got David that said, Hamish, yeah, bro, just have a live chat midweek sometime. Oh, I'm very keen. Hopefully I will be able to get a couple of the Kiwi lads on as well. Maybe we will even get to see Daniel for the first time in a little while. That's literally how I just woke up. The sun is barely up, so it's so bright in my room, and my brain went, the rugby is on, as well, says Katie Dixon. And now that's going to be a little knock on from the Griquas. So because of it, it will be the scrum fee for the Western Province. I'm feeling a late comeback coming at the moment. Possibly. I think I've just become a new Griquas supporter as well, says David. And also we have got, sounds familiar to me, can't help myself sometimes. How long's left at the well, and at this stage, Lade's coming on the field, and it is going to be replacing Sergio Peterson. Big sub being made here. 12 minutes left in this game as well. I also like the idea of the midweek chat, says Katie Dixon. So it sounds like it is definitely going to be the case. I think Billy is hungry, says David. I think he also gets into it. He's sitting on the ironing board at the moment. I've just looked over and he's just looking back at me, just sitting there going, what are you doing? But I think it is because the door is closed, is why he's he's in a weird mood, because he likes to sit on people. But for some reason, he only sits on here for a little while. Then he does a little bit of a lap and forgets that anyone's still in the room. So that's why he meows. And then he goes back and then sits on here for a bit longer. And it's kind of a weird pattern that he has got himself. But yeah, he's got very vocal only over the last kind of little while. But now it is going to be Lades trying to link up. Not quite able to, though, and it was a forward pass. So because of it now, it does mean that it is going to be the scrum feed of the Griquas. He looks like he's got quite a bit of pace, though, Lades there. And we have got, this is my new weapon, the fruit sword as well. Says Sean, tell you what, we will put it up on the screen. Is that it looks like a s'more or some sort of fruit. I guess it's a marshmallow orange, and maybe, what would be a grapefruit? Are there any grapefruits? Rockmelon, no, that's not quite grey though. Unfortunately, on the stream, she can be half died. No, Johnny Blaze. I don't think. No, she hasn't returned ever since you guys ripped into her last time. We have Scott Quinn's done well. I wonder if Stinkler is regretting not playing with him as well. Says Johnny Blaze, and also we have got I missed the whole Queen thing. Someone tell me pretty much she joined the chat, and then a whole heap of people made it weird, and then she's now never come back. Unfortunately. And I don't think she was too happy about it in that situation, sadly. So I don't think Isaac was 100% pleased either. But at this stage, the scrum feed's gone down, or the scrum has gone down, I should say here. There's only 11 points difference. That's 2 tries for the Western Province in 11 minutes. It's doable. Is it going to happen, though? We're going to have to wait and see. They need one more try at least, because that would give them the bonus point. And one more try also, in a way, if the GRIQUAS don't score again, that would give them 2 points here, the Western Province. And while we have got another stoppage for a bit of an injury, we will look at the table once again because of how close this one is going to be. So right at this moment, if it stays the way that it is, I'm going to do the finger pointing. The GRIQUAS here, who were on 28 points, they will move right up to here, and that will have them on 33 points. So that is a very good position to be setting. The Western Province. No, I can't quite put it in that direction. Wait, I can. There, I'm going to drop to 5th. That was about as awkward as I could have made it in that situation. But pretty much, the Western Province, they will drop down to 5th if they don't end up getting this win. And if they get the 2 points, though, it might. No, they will just be below the Pumas as well, but they will both be sitting on 32 points. So it will be extremely close when we get to the next round. And when we look at the fixtures that we are going to have, the Western Province taking on the Sharks at 5 a.m. New Zealand time, probably still going to get up for that game and do the live commentary for you guys. And also the GRIQUAS taking on the Pumas. It's going to be a very intense game because that could be the difference between either side making it through to the next round as well. We have got, do you know what the All Blacks going to do, says Gert. There has been rumours that the game's been moved to the 4th of September, but I'm not too sure whether or not that is going to be taking place at this stage. It's going to be once again in the hands of, it will be the number 11 for the GRIQUAS going back once again. And this is one of those moments for the GRIQUAS. If they can score now, that will shut down any chance of a comeback for the Western Province, but they need to make sure that they score it. And now it's going to be a good opportunity once again for Ashlyn Davids. Driving forward here for the GRIQUAS, who are actually wearing the pink kit for this match. I actually have them in the green one, I think, in the thumbnail, if I'm not wrong. But now it's going to be Ungura. Counter ruck almost happening from the Western Province. He's given away the penalty, or that's a huge penalty as well, because of the fact that if they end up kicking this one over, there will be a total of, it will be a 15-point difference. No, sorry, 14-point difference. So it would be 2 converted tries that the Western Province would need. I think that will be what they decide to do here. If I'm not wrong, yes, they are. They're going to be taking on this shot. We have got, and that's so Queenie was a real girl. She was indeed, and I'm a real girl too. I should say not me, but Katie in the chat, and y'all are super nice to me as well. And we have got there Isaac's girlfriend, says Johnny. It is indeed. Queenie is Isaac's girlfriend in the chat. We've been really rude in a sexual way to her. I was part of the rude stuff too as well, says Johnny Blaze. Yeah. So she hasn't actually come back since that one. That was her first live stream as well. But then, yeah, we haven't seen her back for one since then. But we've seen Isaac back. Yeah, at one stage. We have been able to see him. George Whitehead now, 55 kicks from 65 this season. So 85% kicking rate. If there's ever a time to get it over, would be right now. And that would possibly secure the win for the GRIQUAS. 2 points either way would actually be the worst case scenario for both sides. Or they would end up edging it because they would both get a bonus point maybe. Straight down the middle from Whitehead. Consistency is key when you are a kicker, and that is exactly what he's done. So now the score is going to be 39 to the GRIQUAS and 25 to the Western Province. Going to be an interesting one, that is for sure. At that stage, we are on the halfway line once again for the kickoff. It is going to be the Western Province kicking off to the GRIQUAS. And I'm just thinking back to those 2 big mistakes from the Western Province off kickoff. They were receiving the ball, and both times went through the hands. And that one's going to be in the hands now of Steenkamp, who has been able to take it very nicely there for the GRIQUAS. But yeah, 2 times they ended up messing it up off kickoff. And because of it, it did end up in that situation of it being a try for the GRIQUAS, which could have been the difference there. And we have got Steve Smith was saying, well, I was thinking of bed till I got this in my inbox. My brain just just one more as well, says Steve Smith. Yeah, it is the last game of the weekend, though, so we will be able to have a big sleep leading into the matches next week. We've got to get up at, I guess it would be 3 a.m. Australian time. No, sorry, you're almost a little bit lucky you're in Perth, aren't you? Because of the fact that you will be able to watch the game at 1 a.m., I think is when it starts, for the Sharks game taking on the Western Province, although, of course, it is still a very late night for a bit of rugby And we have got there, oh no, poor girl, well, tell her I'm here now. I will protect her from the mean perverts as well. She won't be alone with the boys anymore. I'm here for you, Queenie, as well, says Katie Dixon. And also, me too, MLR is over now too. No more rugby. And my wife says I'm a big pervert. That doesn't really surprise me too much there, Johnny. At the station on the halfway line for the Western Province, going for the backline movement once again. Gallant, short ball, flat ball to Rohan now. Put the ball down again here for the Stormers, and because of it, it is going to be going back for another scrum. We have got, yeah, that'll be cool. As well says David. But at this stage, like, I'm looking forward to so many competitions coming up. At the moment, we are going to have the United Rugby Championship, which will have these South African sides taking on the Pro 14 sides, although they will be in the middle of the night, which is slightly unfortunate. Gallagher Premiership also middle of the night, but will be a very good competition. And then also, what other competitions? We've got plenty starting up. Rugby Championship is still, of course, still going. Bunnings NPC, hopefully going to be returning very soon. And also, there's another competition. The top 14 is starting, the French competition, but I'm not too sure whether or not I will follow that as much as possibly the Rainbow, or not the Rainbow Cup, the United Rugby Championship, but I'm still keen to do a couple games. I know the first week has Toulouse versus La Rochelle, which might be a very good match, as it is a kind of replacement, or not a replacement, a repeat of the final of the other competition, the Champions Cup. That's the name that I was looking for. That's starting up soon as well. I'm getting excited now with all the rugby that we are going to have over the next couple of months. We have got 9:16 a.m. here. Not too bad, although I think that would be PM, if I'm not wrong. There, Steve, maybe. I'm not too sure. But there we have. That'd be cool as well, because you're in Western Australia, aren't you? Which I guess that's kind of beneficial. Hopefully, they do get to have the game in Perth for the match between the All Blacks and the Wallabies. And then maybe the Springboks are heading to Brisbane. It has been rumoured, or Europe, or somewhere. The Springboks are going to be heading, and we need Kiwi lasses as well as Kiwi lads as well, says Katie Dixon. I think we've had a total of about 3 females who do talk in the chat. And I think that would have been probably yourself, also Bernadetta for the Fijian or South African live streams, I believe it was. And then there was one other who I believe is actually maybe a man, or it's one of her sons on the account, if I'm not wrong. In South Africa, it is currently 3:18 at the moment, says Jordan. So a great time to watch a bit of Sunday afternoon rugby, but that's going to be another penalty up against, it was another Kaba. Unfortunately, ended up giving away that penalty, and that looks like a player is going to be down for a little while here, up to 74 minutes. So this one at Strange House Champions Cup always gives out the same draws, same teams versus each other as well, says Johnny Blaze. And I also saw that with the United Rugby Championship, the South African sides next year will be eligible to be able to take part in that competition, the Champions Cup. So that will be interesting to see how it goes. We have got South Africa. It is a 3:18, and also we get some ladies, but they don't want to talk much. It's too bad, but hopefully they feel more comfortable as well, says Katie Dixon. I feel like you've kind of, like, you've been a trailblazer, I guess you could say. Oh, that's a pun for Johnny Blazer's name as well, but you've been a bit of a trailblazer, Katie, in terms of a female actually talking in the chat. So it's one of those ones. Yeah, it is pretty awesome that we have been able to have you here for so many live streams in a row as well. You're always here every weekend for these ones, alongside a lot of you other guys in the chat as well. And it's just awesome the fact that you guys keep on coming back, I guess I could say. Yeah, PM, lol, or well, when you're tired, your mind wanders. Yeah, I feel like I can 100% agree with that there. They're going to take on another shot here, the Griquas, and that would actually put them outside of 14 points. This would give them a 17-point lead, and that would shut down any chance for the Western Province to be able to win this match, and they may not even receive a bonus point either. In that situation, we have got Queensland has New South Wales breach. I had New South Wales breach the borders today. Could be COVID come to them, so I wouldn't have the games there. Yeah, see, it's one. I think they're going to be heading to Europe by the sounds of it. Got cakes in the oven as well, Nuff Mum. Hopefully they do end up turning out very nice indeed. What flavour cake have you gone with for his birthday? Is it his favourite one? I feel like, or can't go past maybe a chocolate, or actually I always missed that kick, which is something I wasn't expecting from the GRIQUAS kicker there, the number 10, Whitehead. But yeah, it's an interesting one. Cake flavours. Have you guys had red velvet cupcakes? Because they're weird, aren't they? Because you've got to have the cream cheese with them to be able to, like, kind of have that combo of the cream to cupcake ratio. I've realised now that I think that comment just there proved well and truly what Steve said a little bit earlier of when you're tired, your mind wanders. Because mine just went down the red velvet cupcakes. Tell you what, he's running hard there. The GRIQUAS number 11 getting close to the line, only 5 metres out. And this will well and truly mean that they would be able to get outside of the 7 points, going back across field now. Once again, Using the back line, they've got the numbers. Quick hands here, and he's just got to put it down, or does he? Yes, he does. And it's going to be the try there for James Verediam, and that's going to be the win for the Griquas. I'm having an apple and a banana, which still sounds like a weird thing to say, but 44 points here for the Griquas. They have put on a statement in this game. Quick hands, Verediam out on the wing, cuts back on the inside as well, and he was able to score the try. They just had numbers, and they are running away with it here, the Griquas, in a very impressive performance here, and they are playing like a side who want to get into that semi-final, and now all of the pressure is back. I just see Katie's son. Yeah, now all the pressure is back on the Western Province, who now drop outside of the top four. It is going to be Western Province sitting on 30 points in fifth, 32 for the Pumas, 33 for the Griquas, 40 for the Sharks, and 44 for the Bulls as well. And we have got Yummy Cake Snuff Mum going to smell beautiful in the house as well. Chocolate cake as well. Very good choice in that regard. And we have got, thanks so much. It's great to be a trailblazer. I love the stream and I love this channel and I love these people as well. Says Katie Dixon, and we have also got good idea, buddy. Says James for Katie in terms of getting more ladies in the chat. And we also got, I like this one. Hamish commentating on rugby on live TV, red velvet cupcakes as well. I did end up shouting it, didn't I, in that try. I've had a couple weird transitions for tries to like talking ratios that we've had throughout this one, but up to 77 minutes now, and it does now mean that the score is going to be 46 to the Griquas. So they are also not just having a big win here over the Western Province, but they are increasing their points differential, which will help them massively depending on how the competition finishes, because before this game it was -2. With this win, that would go right up to +19, which will be absolutely huge for them in that situation, because they will have a better points differential than the Pumas. And also the Western Province, theirs will drop into the minuses down to about -3 in that situation. But now they haven't given up quite yet. It's going to be the number 26 steaming down the wing here for the Western Province. I have no idea who it is because of the fact he wasn't on my team sheet originally, but now going back here once again, the Western Province, they want to cut down that points differential with 2 minutes left, throwing everything at it. Going to be going back, Swill. Short ball there, Gallant with the wide cutout pass. It was forward though. And now it is going to be the Griquas once again, who will have the scrum feed. We have got there. Hamish Cake would be lovely about now. It would indeed. And Guritas has said try in the chat. And also we have got the way you transition from chatting about cupcakes to the rugby as well, says Johnny Blaze. And also we have got there all game or rugby championship games should be played in Perth, says Chris. I know it has been rumoured that they would be going to Brisbane if they went to Australia, South Africa, but they have said at the moment they've cancelled their original flights that they were going to have, and they're going to be waiting for a little bit more clarification from SANZAR whether or not it is going to be taking place. We have got there 100% absolutely, mate, brother. As well says it was Johnny Blaze. And I would quite like if it was in Perth, because it is going to be a decent time of the day for us here in New Zealand. It would be, it's kind of late. It would be around maybe an 11 o'clock kickoff, but I can well and truly take that every day of the week. And we have got Night Cuzzy as well. Says it was Katie Dixon, and good night, guys. Have an awesome day, guys. Much love as well, says Johnny Blaze. Thank you very much, mate, for tuning in. Hugely appreciated you being here once again. The Griquas now once again going to have an opportunity. And the man who I ended up referring to as Red Velvet Cupcake in the last run, he was able to make a few more meters. It was the man on the number 11 jersey, Edwan Keita, as in the name there. And that's going to be a penalty for the Griquas, taking the quick tap as well. Now the replacement halfback getting slung backwards, but 40 meters out. And once again, the Griquas are just on fire in this game. They might be able to put on the 50 points. And that would know it's going to be a penalty in the Western Province. Never mind, because it has now just been reversed. And we have got there. Good night, all. Hamish, looking forward to the midweek live chat. Cheers, everyone, as well, with the Billy emojis and the Karens as well. Thank you very much, David, for tuning in, mate. And we will see you for that midweek one. We have got Steve Smith. Do you have Scottish ancestry with a name like Hamish? Just curious. I don't know too much about like the percentage wise, but I think there is a little bit of Scottish there with Hamish, because I learned Americans don't actually really know the name Hamish. Because I guess, of course, Scottish, first person you think of with Scottish when you know the name Hamish is Hamish Watson. But I think there is some ancestry Scottish in there. I'm not too sure. I want to do one of those DNA tests at some stage to see exactly kind of all of the regions. But yeah, I think it is a little bit of Scottish, probably a little bit of maybe English or something along those lines as well, perhaps. I'm not too sure about the percentages though. But yeah, with a name like Hamish, I was actually, like, when people ask for my name, I think South Africa, is it a common name in South Africa, Hamish? I haven't heard too many South Africans called Hamish, if I'm not wrong, tonight, mate. as well says David. David now driving forward once again. Western Province at the stage. 81 minutes gone in this game. As soon as we have a stoppage, will be the end. But Paul DeVette now just driving forward. Nettling for Shea straight on the ball, though, and it's going to be a penalty to the Western Province for the hands going down there. And it was fun to move, just not quite able to get the hands of the ball. Cheers, guys. Thanks, and thanks, Hamish, as well, says Giordas. And yeah, I do thank you all very much for tuning in for this one. It's actually, I think this is the only game that is going to be on a Sunday from now on for the Currie Cup, or a Monday, I guess you could say, with New Zealand time. But yeah, I think this is the only game that is an afternoon Sunday game from now on in this competition. The rest are going to be on the Saturday. And also then I assume the finals will be on Saturdays as well in Perth. They were saying that in the AFL final would be in Perth this coming week, but delayed at confirmation. Could it be because of the rugby? Says Chris, could be the case. Maybe they are working with a few things behind closed doors, trying to work out exactly how they can have the competition take back. The Griquas going to steal that one of the line out once again. And now because of it, I would say they will be kicking this ball out and they will win this game 46 points to 25. And that may have just secured them a spot in one of the semi-final matchups. We will add that one to the list full time. In the end, the Griquas sitting on 46 points, 25 to the Western Province. And we will quickly go like this, and we will go like this. So pretty much, this is not the live table. This is the table that was just before the match. So the Griquas here are going to move right up into the third place position, sitting on 33 points with the bonus point. The Western Province, they didn't get a bonus point in this game for being within 7. They also didn't get one for being with 4 tries. So they will move down to 5th, and they will also still be sitting on 30 points. So now they will have to have a big game next week up against the Sharks if they want any chance of making it to one of those final playoff games. Going to be a very exciting finish, that is for sure. We have got their big win, as well as Chris here, and also Griquas deserve this win. They put in the effort this cup. Let's hope Western Province can pull in a win and against the Sharks next week. Also, that would mean the Pumas missed out, if I'm not wrong, there 5-5-5. If that is the case, so the Pumas will have to, if the Griquas can win that game up against the Pumas, they will actually move right up and well and truly secure their spot, because I think if the Pumas win that game and the Western Province win their game, then that would actually be the Griquas missing out. So we'll have to wait and see how it goes, but it could be a very close finish, that is for sure. We have got the Kieran, the ball, and the Billy emoji in the chat from Katie as well, and I'm half Scottish. Hamish is a real stereotypical Scottish first name. I was thinking maybe your parents named you that because they had Scottish ancestry or something. Although my dad's name, to go back to that, my dad's name is Craig. Well, I said that very weird. I almost said it with the tongue roll from South Africa, but Craig is actually my dad's name. So that's a very Scottish name as well. Craig. It's Craig and Hamish going down to the pub. No, that's not going down the pub. I mean, I had the first part right, almost. But yeah, we're in that situation of I really want to do one of those test things that kind of tell you all your percentages of whereabouts you're from. Because I guess, I think I'd say I could be 50% or somewhere around there, maybe. A little bit of Irish, maybe. You're not sure. I don't know. I'm very pale, but that is because I don't go out in the sun, because I do live streams during the night and sleep during the day. Normally, that was a pretty good accent, Hamish. As well, maybe it's meant to be. Maybe I am a lot more Scottish than I initially initially expected. Perhaps. I've got there. Craig is a very 70s name. It is indeed. 70s, roughly around there would be 1969, I think he was born, if I'm not wrong. So very close to that one. Because Hamish, I guess it's kind of common here in New Zealand, but I don't think I know too many. Are there many Australians with the name Hamish? I'm trying to think of Australians called Hamish. Of course, Hamish and Andy is about the only one that I can think of at this stage. Hamish Watson, I can think of. He's, of course, the Scottish player. And then also there's a Kiwi, Hamish Watson, who plays a bit of football. Hamish Marshall, cricketer. A bit of that. But other than that, I can't think of too many other Hamishes. So I guess it's a little bit rare in that regard. But you're going to burn when summer rolls, as I said, Steve. I will indeed, mate. I will all of a sudden go from being white to just bright red all of the time. And hopefully the sun isn't too rough overall. And because I'll probably have to build it up, because literally over the last, I don't know, maybe 6 months, I probably get on average, if you took the days that I don't get any sun and the days that I get some sun, I probably get 3 minutes of sun a day, which I don't think is enough. So I have to try and get a little bit more. I'll try and get my sleep schedule back to a normal time. But at this stage, we've got so much South African rugby that has been that I've been getting up in the middle of the night. You should look up your last name to see if it has any connection to Scottish clans. Dixon is in connection to the Keith clan as well. You might have a family tartan. As well, says Katie Dixon. Do you know the website that you would use to find that information out, Katie? Do let me know. So it would be, look up the last name and see if it has any Scottish clan connections. One moment. Right. There is a tartan apparently. I think I do have a tartan. I didn't know that. Yeah, it's got red and green, and it costs a lot. It's like, wow, it's £79 per meter to get myself one. But at this stage, one moment, I will try and zoom it in. I think I'll be able to work this out for you guys so you guys can see it as well. We will go like this, and we will go like this. We will go like that, and we will go like this, and we will go like this, and we go like that, and then we go like, one moment, we will go like this, and we will go like this, this. Boom. There it is. That is my tartan. And so we have also got there, and we have also got, oh, sweet, says Katie Dixon as well. So that is actually something I had no idea about, to be fair. Is that, oh, that's kind of weird in a way, because that's very similar to our kind of town colors, I think, although there might be some blue in there as well, if I'm not wrong. I think we're red and blue, and then a bit of green, maybe a little bit of green. Or actually, that's South Canterbury. That's the region that I live in, I believe, is that color. That is what I was thinking of. We have got my family tartans, Davidson, Sinclair, and Haig from my mother's side. She's the Scot as well, says Steve Smith. And also we have got, that's a beautiful tartan, nice colors as well. See, I don't really, what colors are tartans? Like, I know that there's normally a bit of red and green. What other colors can be in there? Is there any like yellow or any blue or any kind of like that? I feel like I need to do a little bit more research on it. Kind of intrigued now. We have got, oh, nice, Scott's in the chat as well, says Katie Dixon, alongside a few of the wear a tilt or wear a kilt with that tartan next stream as well, says Steve Smith. Oh, you tempted me. I feel like, I'm not sure how long it would take to arrive. But at this stage, we have got there, they've got a whole heap of different, oh, jewelry. No, jewelry. I was thinking of getting a little clip for the pure wool. It is to buy the fabric to make a kilt dispatches in 8 weeks, and it is £79 per meter to be able to get some. That's kind of a different color. That's a little bit more purple for the heavy duty stuff by the looks of it. Interesting scenes. That is for sure. We have got definitely, but my prediction for semi-finals will be Pumas and the Sharks, and also Bulls versus GRIQUAS. And thanks for the commentary, but have a good one as well. Back at you, 555. Thank you very much for tuning in, mate. And mine are mostly green and blues as well, and get a sporin instead of a kilt as well, says Katie Dixon. A sporin, what is a sporin? Work your way up to the kilt as well. What is a sporin? I feel like I need to look. Is it a gift? Maybe? Gift or one moment. I'm just kind of going through it while you guys are here. So do appreciate you all being here. What do we got here? We got the New Zealand dollar Willie, the big collie. What is this? Woody, a little mascot. I'm sure the cat would absolutely love to have a little dog in the house as well. We have got there. I used to live in Scotland too, as well, says Steve Smith. And also we have got, it's like a bag, a man purse, as well, says Katie Dixon. Oh, the tie. I got a suit that would go well. $50 for a tie. Oh, I guess it's handmade though, so that kind of makes sense. Luxury as well. That's me, isn't it? That fella there, just, yeah, that's what I wear all the time. Wait, it's casual kilt. It's 300 New Zealand dollars. A little squirrel with a scarf on it would be kind of cool as well. I'm just looking through kilts at this stage. I feel like I'm going to do a little bit of that. Tartan mug be kind of cool. Something along those lines. I might have to look. Hamish. Oh, it's meant to be. Hamish the teddy bear. That's like coincidental in a weird way that I feel like now there's no reason not to. So I might have to look into it at some stage. Right. Got rid of myself completely. There we go. Back to me. I'm going to have another look through that probably after this live stream. But Hamish the teddy bear, surely that might have to be a financial purchase that we make in the future. Hamish the teddy bear. So says Katie Dixon. Also, we have got what part? I used to live in the Lake District of England, about 45 minutes from the Scottish border as well. says Katie Dixon. And also we have got Oatai would look amazing as well, says Katie Dixon. So maybe we have to look into it. It look kind of, what, luxury trousers are actually $300. I always end up wearing just my pants for the live streams. Well, I mean, it's a good start to wear pants, of course, on a live stream, but I always end up just wearing plain pants because the pants suit, or like the suit pants, I should say, don't actually fit me anymore. They are just a little bit too big, so they end up kind of falling down. But yeah, interesting scenes. Hamish the teddy bear, though, might have to be looking into it. Cat, he wants to be the only teddy bear in this house, by the sounds of it. I will quickly let him out of the lounge. I will be back in just a little short moment near Dundee and South Angus as well, says Steve Smith. So what I will do is I will jump across here in about 13 seconds. Oh, I actually did the timer last time. Could your mascot be the teddy bear, says Nov Mum. That'd be kind of cool because we have got Kieran at the moment. We got big old Keza, the inflatable All Black. We got Ian Foster on a stick, which is a little bit of one, but not really. But a little Hamish teddy bear would be quite cool to be able to get. Definitely because of the fact that it is based off my... or is it based off my clan thing? Or... Ow. Hello. He can't. I think he's had a fight with Kieran at some stage, the cat, because Kieran seems to be going down a lot flatter than he used to. All of a sudden. Right, we're going to put the timer up and see whether or not I can beat my time from last time. I think it was about 17 seconds. The cat just tried to attack me again. G'day, how are you? Yeah, well, right. We're going to stick up the timer, and we're going to be back in approximately 18 seconds is the time that we're going to be going with. 3, 2, 1, and we are off. Nailed it. Kind of. How many? Oh, wait, I said 17 and it was 18. I've ruined it. Sad now. But yeah, what's got there? We've got quite a collection of mascots going on. Let's add Hamish the teddy bear to the club as well, says Katie Dixon. I think I might have to look into it one moment. I will have a quick look and see what all the information is. So Hamish the teddy bear it's got from 74 New Zealand dollars. That makes me concerned when it says from rather than just being 74. What do we got? Okay. So actually, to get it with your clan costs a lot extra. But I think that would have to be the way to do it, is to get them with an actual Hamish, or sorry, my clan tartan as well. Made in the UK. Choose your own tartan as well. It says Hamish is a delightful, furry little jointed teddy whose impeccable taste in Highland dress makes him the most stylish toy. With his soft chestnut brown fur, Hamish is sure to quickly become your favorite, or your wee... Wait. Hamish is sure to quickly become your wee one's favorite teddy. Are you guys all my wee ones? I guess in that situation. Yeah, it's probably coming from Scottish lands with real clan woolen tartan as well. So yeah, to add your own clan tag as well, dispatches in 2 weeks from pure real wool, or pure new wool as well. International dispatch, sorry, no non-refundable. Yeah, confident that you will absolutely love it. It's got free shipping though, to be able to get over here, because there is Angus, Bella, Elisa, and all of the other names as well. And they're from Steve Smithy, yes, on the donation. Thank you very much, mate. And he has said, gonna head off to bed. Cheers for streaming, mate. No worries, mate. And thank you very much for tuning in once again, and all of your generosity throughout the whole weekend. It's been absolutely insane, mate. And yeah, that's hugely appreciated. And hopefully we do get to see you back for the Currie Cup live streams next week, where we will get to see who is going to be into that semi-final. But yeah, thank you very much, mate, for that donation. Anyone who is just tuning in now as well, Griquas was able to get a massive win over the Western Province. We have been talking about teddy bears for the past little while, but I mean, it is going to be very exciting. Yay, Steve donation as well. Says Katie Dixon, have a good night, Steve. Says Katie Dixon. And yeah, hopefully you will be able to get a good night's rest, knowing that we do now not have any days with rugby for another few of them. That was a weird way of saying that we haven't got many, or we haven't got any days with rugby happening in the next little while. My brain stopped working. It is currently 1:40 a.m. already. That is surprising, but I've got to have an apple and a banana because the GRIQUAS won, and then not allowed potatoes because they weren't quite able to get the win there. The Western Province I've got a lot of Welsh, Irish, Scottish, English from my mum's side. My dad, Samoan, Nuayan, and Chinese as well, says Chris. So that is quite the split. Indeed. So, yeah, I'd love to be able to do one of those tests that kind of tell you exactly what region, or not what region, but what countries kind of percentage-wise you are from, which would be pretty awesome. But yeah, I am just looking at that Hamish teddy bear, and maybe it might have to be on the cards, although it may take a very long time to get here with the restrictions. Oh, get our weekly newsletter, 5% off your next order as well. Should I try and... I feel like it's the weirdest place to get a sponsorship from, but I could try and get in contact with them and see whether or not I can try and sort something out, promote their teddy bears on me live streams. But yeah, nonetheless, I think that is going to be the end of this live stream. I've been talking non-stop, and pretty much, I guess you could say, for the whole weekend with you guys, but I have enjoyed every single moment of it. We are going to be doing a midweek one for that. We are just going to be talking all things rugby, all things Kiwi lads as well. Kind of, I guess, channel updates, what's coming in the future. Got a few things in the works here at the moment, so hopefully we will be able to get plenty of stuff going. Your family motto is very nice too. As well as Katie Dixon. I feel like I actually showed my last name, didn't I, Katie, if I'm not wrong? Oh, wait, you follow me on Insta. Do you follow? No, you follow the Kiwi lads on Instagram. Your family motto is very nice too. What is my family motto? Katie, do let me know. And we have got my daughter, got all that plus Australian, South African as well, says Chris Seo. So that is well and truly spread out. So I feel like the percentages for that would be pretty cool to be able to see. I will have to look. I didn't actually read what my family motto was in the end. I did end up, I tried to skim past it so that no one would end up seeing it. It is family motto. How do we find out a family motto? I don't think I actually know how to do that, but we will wait to see what Katie has said, and then we will be ending this live stream. We have got the booth motto is Latin as well, quod ero spero as well, and literally translates and means what I hope to accomplish, I shall accomplish as well. That's actually a very nice one indeed. I might have to get that as a little plaque up on the wall in the background. I need something. I mirrored and whatnot, but I think I need to put something somewhere in the background to do with rugby. You can't actually bend your arm. I think I'm probably going to dislocate my shoulder, but someone or somewhere down there behind Kieran might be a good place to put something. Copy from the site. How lovely as well, says Katie Dixon. But now that I've done all my aerobics on camera, nonetheless, I think this is going to be the end of this live stream. If you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new as well. We are going to be back next week with some more Currie Cup action. But nonetheless, thank you all very much for tuning in, and I will see you all in the next one.